All right. Wow, that title's allowed on Twitch? All right. Sure, I won't complain. Esoteric Ebb. My level 2 cleric who's met... Interestingly, we've got some people to be filled in. I've met that guy. I would have thought that was the angel I met at the end of the stream last time. That appears to be an alligator man with a kebab and a rat. Intriguing. I like it. And I don't know, there might be something else going on here. But anyway, load. Go to where water. Yep, okay, great. I'm glad I named it Go to Water Lanes. Cause yeah, that now I remember what I have to do. That's right. There's like a dude I gotta meet at midnight because he won't see me until he's in a meeting. It's a whole thing. We're trying to solve the crime of who exploded a bakery, I believe. All we have is that there's what they say his name was, Frank, son of Frank, and that he's gone off towards either a horrible, horrible dungeon I want no part of at the moment because I don't even have a weapon, or the water lanes. Hello. Who are you? Well, I suppose I should. Pina Athena. Behold! Oh, well, shit. Sorry, Athena. You are as mysterious as you are... mysterious. Later. Yes. Ahem, hello! Standing on the corner, you see a woman in a green coat. Her intense gaze focused on the cityscape. Oh, I gotta make my coffee. Hold on. Playing this game without my coffee! Hey, 270 streak from Arg. You'll love to see it. Thank you, Arg. Her intense gaze focused on the cityscape horizon across the river. Ahem. Careful, cleric, Snell says under his breath. Easy to slip and fall here. I still love that charisma icon. Like, I want to get that as a tattoo. But that would mean getting a tattoo. That's also a hell of a first tattoo. Make that a second tattoo. Maybe a third. I don't know, I'm over 30, I'm in my I want a tattoo phase. I want a couple tattoos. It's your time to shine, it sure is, Penguin. Gotta get an Okage tattoo. Either like Gears or maybe just, you know, Stan's face. Stan's face seems like it'd be an extreme one. And potentially a hate crime if you don't know. Because he is just all black with glowing eyes, so... I gotta find something good for Okage. Ahem. Elves can be quite a handful. Easy to slip and fall here. Oh, I see. Greetings, citizen. She turns her head, the expression cold. Yes. Elves are scary. Do not trust her. Yeah, not your type, is she? Well, no, she's not a goblin. Ugh. I am the cleric of Norfolk. She breaks eye contact, once again facing the river. Call me, I'm gonna assume that's Pina. Call me Pina. Tervedius. It's as if she is searching for something. Ignoring you completely. Fair move. What do you know about the tea shop? Sad what happened. She looks down at the river. Well, it's not that sad. No one even died. I don't like tea shops, so I disagree. Actually, I think it was really cool that it blew up. A tragedy. Tea shops are sacred. It's not that sad. No one died. The elf does not appear to listen to you. She simply nods and murmurs, "Are you here to look into the tea shop?" More or less, yeah. Oh. What do you think happened? Rogue spellcaster accident, no clue. It's probably not too complicated. I don't know, but I'll find out. Our theory is rogue spellcaster, and I mean, it's as good a theory as any. But actually, from the interviews we've been seeing, it might have been like this dude burned down his shop for the insurance money. I'm just saying. It's probably not too complicated. You see the elf look at you with your piercing eyes. Thank you for your service. Cross your arms and look tough. No biggie. It's my duty. Are you saying that to get me to stop asking you questions? The elf says nothing and turns away. Oh, that's a yes. Talkative lady. Me. This is just what happens whenever I hang out with Noki. What are you doing here? Waiting. Waiting for what? She looks up at the pillar of joy. I have a friend in need of help. Sounds like a quest! Well, that's ominous. The elf's quiet. That makes it even more ominous! I can help. Me! I do that! She shakes her head. No need. I've caused enough trouble as it is. No. She has to give you this quest. It sounds perfect. Please, I want to help. The elf is quiet. A little show of force and you'll be able to get your hands on this quest! What would the... right, I'm all fucking tired and shit, because I fell off a bridge or something in a dungeon I wasn't prepared to wander into. Hey! Well, I'll take that. You feel a surge of confidence. Don't you skill issue me. There's only one way to make her give you this quest. Prove your heroic qualities. You know who I am. The elf does not respond. I'm the man that will one day save the world. The elf turns and looks at you. If your friend needs help, I'm the guy to do it. He stares at you for a while, taking you in. She gives you a little smile. Ah, she likes idiots, I'm in! But you're not a goblin, so... Success! I'm impressed. Your foolish charade actually accomplished something. That's just my life, baby! That's how I got married. That's it. Ahem. That's not good coffee today. That's a shame. What is the quest, my fair lady? Don't call her that. Ew. She looks away once more. Ahem. There's a paladin, Lord Gorm of Norvik. Is he in trouble? He is a city paladin. He's lost his way completely. Is he here on Tolstad? She glanced towards the pillar. Her look is stern. He is close. The elf speaks in riddles. Very dramatic. She means he is physically close, but spiritually far gone. Or the other way around. I cannot say much, but if I could have just one more chance, if you can find him... Oh, isn't this the dude I have to talk to? Noki told me how this name is supposed to be pronounced. It's supposed to be like Ragan, I think, but I said Rogan, which I think is better. But Ragan, tell him sincerely, with all of my heart, he can go fuck himself. Yeah, I can do that. The drama, wow. Gorm is not her friend. He is not the one in danger. Who's your friend, then? She is... closes her mouth and shakes her head. Fascinating. So secretive. I'll find him and I'll let him know. Thank you. Quest acquired. Well done! Now you just need to find a lost, drunk, famous paladin somewhere in the massive maze of a city. Fun times! You feel a great emotion welling up inside you as you turn to leave. Tears. Tears for her and her friend. Hey, cleric. You okay? Yes, thank you, Snell. No problem, big guy. This journey will take much. I'm telling a guy to go fuck himself. What do you mean? Alright, well. Listen, I'll be honest, this one can be on the house. I don't even do this one for free. I'm in it for the love of the game to tell this guy to go fuck himself. So... inventory. I still don't have a weapon or too much of anything, really. Got some money. That's it. Questing tree. Where's a paladin's quest? Oh, this one. Lord Gorm of Norvik has gone missing. The legendary paladin is said to have disappeared far below the city. Locate him, and it will make you a hero. I need to tell him to go fuck himself. Oh, no. Gorm... Wait. I'm looking for Ragan or Gorm? She was talking about Ragan. Political affiliations are very much hidden behind my... Oh, okay, I can move and see. Yeah, political affiliations. Thought Free Strider was cool, free, independent shit. Turns out it's capitalism. Tricked me on that one. So now I'm Asgalist, which is the cool, free market, independent shit. Ahem. You must ask. Right. People who they're voting for. I forgot about that quest. I should look into if this game is on Xbox or not. Probably not. This doesn't seem like an Xbox game. Then again, neither did Disco Elysium, and it's on Xbox. I seem to recall, when asked where the hell else do I need to go where these water lanes are, I was told that there's an area down by the goblins I hadn't gone to. What was this? Alright, well, there's a lot to unpack here. Engaging with the windmill. Strange rod. Looking out over the ledge towards the rotor mill's blades, you see them spinning per usual. Except in one of them, something is stuck. You see a rod. An esoteric event. Will something good happen to you? Did I toss the coin? I'm getting to it. She just asked. That does remind me, though. Penguin was supposed to receive good news this week. She asked Sunday, and it was yes. Will something good happen to Penguin? Oh, hey, sorry, Penguin. That's rough. That is rough, girl. Yikes. Uh-oh. What are you looking at? Oh. He mouths and stares at the same thing you're looking at. Looks like a rod. Weird. There's no way I'm dexterous enough to grab this rod, but... Would it be dangerous to try and grab it? You could die, yes. But... might be worth it. Maybe. What is it? Some type of magic item, perhaps? Maybe some kid threw it into the rotormill braid. Snell won't let me fall. Oh, well, I've got advantage. You gotta fucking let it ride! Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You reach out, leaning as far as you can. Oh, for God's sakes. The goblin grabs you on the skirt. Uniform. He grabs onto your uniform. Let him wear a skirt if he wants. You get it. It's a hard wooden frame with fancy iron set pieces on each end. The movable rod. The movable rod? What? Along the handle is a button, however it appears permanently pressed down. God damn it! You fucking assholes! What a worthless item! Oh! Yeah, it's an immovable rod! I've seen one of these before. I don't think it's supposed to move, though, right? A quick swipe of the hand reveals its magical nature. The tingle. However, the item is clearly broken. How? Try giving it to the goblin. Grabs the rod. As Dewey holds it alone. It's really light. It's esoteric, clearly. Try tossing it in the air. Okay. Tosses up and the rod does not leave its palm. Oh. What? He mutters and tries to let go of the magic item. I can't. It's like I'm glued to it. What the hell? Here. Goblin hands it to you without a problem. He looks perplexed. I could just stick this on anything and it sticks there. As Dewey gets stuck to the ground. Somehow. It's a broken immovable rod. It's a movable rod. So it just sticks to whatever you stick it to, but you can still move it. You got some good news 2 days ago, but you hope to stay lucky and get even better news, but time will tell. Ooh. Well, Coin said you only get one this week, I guess. Yeah, great name. It's a movable rod. Whatever object it touches last, the rod will be esoterically locked and aligned with. It cannot be moved once it touches an object until it comes into contact with the second object. What constitutes an object in this case? That would be an esoteric designation, usually determined by belief or common esoteric forces, or just set in specific rules left by your... In this case, it seems to indicate dynamic object connected via mass. Edgeman and the Coin were against you. Yeah, but I'm Token and Ronflex, and we love you. And your money. Subscribe at twitch.tv/Tokenlad. Hey, Coin, should you subscribe to twitch.tv/Tokenlad? Whoa! Yes? That's crazy! What are the odds? Ahem. Were you to cut off your arm, the arm would be a new object. Were you to place that arm on the ground, it is not a new object. But were you to, for example, staple the arm to the ground via pythons, it could potentially constitute as part of the ground. I move the coin. I don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't sound like something I do. Coin knows all. Let's ban that woman. Depending on how harsh the defining forces are in this particular case. Either way, there's no real use in defining those rules right now. But it would be interesting for further study at a later date. So what could this be used for? Used? Oh, nothing. It's literally a useless stick, really? Wow. Used very carefully, it could be a bookend. Was it worth it? I mean, it's a cool stick. It's a very, very interesting stick. Those can never be bad. Right. Well, that was interesting. I guess I'll enter this domicile or business or some such before headed to the waterways. Is that a lobster? What the hell? I dare say that's a lobster. I went to read chat and it's just gone. So anyway. Oh, God. Bunch of safety rules. If broken, contact your local union representative. What's that? Something stuck on the gear. Oh my god. Yet another thing, huh? Yeah. The cogs keep spinning. Stress cube. But you notice something. The sticky red thing stuck to it. Oh boy. Well, this one is much harder. I'll return later. Don't want to get my hand crushed in the wheel, right? Right. Engage with the ladder. Glance at the ladder. It's a hell of a climb. What kind of man, no, what kind of human cannot climb a simple ladder for 20 short feet? It would be embarrassing for anyone to fail this. Oh, boy. Disadvantage. An esoteric tingle leads you astray. This is, even with disadvantage, this is only a 6. Maybe I come back later. I'm curious about what's at the bottom of the ladder, though. Let's see up these stairs first. Then we'll try the ladder, then we'll head to the water lanes. All right, well. Hello over there, I say. I seem to recall you don't care for me. Is it because you're a bitch? That would make my life a lot easier if that was the reason you didn't like me. What have we here? A leather wedged in between some roof tiles. A letter, excuse me, wedged between, not leather. Resistance note. Oh, hold on. Wait, read the damn thing, you tit. Honestly. Was that +1 strength and -2 wisdom? That's kind of a lot. A piece of paper stuck between the roof tiles. Can I just read the damn thing? Oh, boy. Yep. Inventory. Examine. That fucking idiot. A handwritten note entitled Important Notice. Young and dumb. Updated. Yeah, I'm one of those. The Resistance members of Tolstad. Backwards, Tolstad is Dat's lot. Or Dat's slot. Depending on how you want to. Ahem. Sounds like a good organization. Young and dumb. What? Why? What are they resisting? You ever hear about a resistance, Snell? Yeah, the Norvik Resistance or whatever. My organization, basically a bunch of human kids causing trouble. I only know them because they wiped away some goblin graffiti. Goblin graffiti a couple months ago. I went and talked with one of their moms. Nice old lady, needs housing. After that, we didn't have any more trouble. They're Asgalists? Nationalist, I think. Bunch of boys. Human boys tend to lean nationalistic for, certain reasons. Boys can be non-fascist, it's possible. Yeah, but unfortunately, boys do tend to lean nationalistic for certain reasons. It's because men suck. Obviously. Are you rolling your eyes? Yes. Ah, okay. It looked like you had some type of neck problem. I had the helmet on, so I had to be like, oh, yeah. You all right? You good there? Yeah, but it's fine. Keep at it. Read the note. Might as well. Tonight's ting is canceled. Meet up tonight at Water Lane instead. It's time to stop the chant. The hell's a chant? It's signed by R. The chant. A local produced newspaper by Asgal authors. Oh. When's this meeting? This evening. Yeah, okay. Why is it here? Tonight could mean something between, like, 1900 and midnight, 7 and midnight. Well, I got places to be at midnight, so I guess, if I got nothing else going on. And I know roughly where Water Lane is. You should support these youngsters. I will not. Asgal forever, baby. All right, now let's go ahead and see if I can... So remember, kids, it just said in that loading screen, a 5 DC is effortless. So this ladder, it's only a 6. It is +1 because I'm exhausted, but that's still only a 6. But I do have disadvantage, which is not great. That's like twice as many opportunities to fail. My wife is home, and she looks great wielding the cat, getting out of my room. All right, come on, climb that ladder. Climb it, I say. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Type shit. Taking a confident step onto the ladder, you begin your climb. What a thrill. You close your eyes, and as you do, in order to fully immerse yourself in the experience of changing your elevation. We're giving a lot of fucking gravitas to this ladder, aren't we? You are afraid it's very high, yet your body remains calm. But within a moment, you are at the bottom of the ladder. Oh my god. God, you're slow. Can we get moving now? It smells like I've been waiting here for like 10 minutes. It's not that big of a ladder. All right, well, I conquered the ladder, everyone. What do we got here? The roller mill workers kept more than ledgers in their archive. Oh? Oh. I'll take it. Don't know if I'll need that. Oh, gods, there's several stale baked goods here. I like baked goods. Yo, tarts, let's go. Door's barred, not getting in there. Oh, disappointing. What's this way, then? Near the wall, near the water, don't fall in again. Can I engage with the door? Feel the handle. Oh, yeah, locked tight. That must lead to the back office. Haven't been in here before, but I think they closed down a while ago. Heard rumors from some goblins that worked here. I think the owner fired them all out of nowhere. Huh. Got some free flowers. All you do is listen to a Spanning Man defend ice. Gross. If it's closed down, why is the mill spinning? Yeah, that's actually concerning now that I think about it. No one thought to question that? I'll ask around later. Nothing to worry about right now, though. Free food and booze? Hell yeah. Almost worth it, then. Oh, hey! Just made it. All right, that +1. Your fingers work the mechanism with precision. Click, click, click. The lock gives way. The door swings open. You see nothing but black beyond. Complete and utter darkness. Can't see a damn thing in here. Okay. You stumble inside, carefully allowing your vision to get used to the complete darkness of the underground. Storage chamber, office space. Why don't I take the lead? Sure, 12. With a bit. Oh! God, I'm fucking dead. It's fucking. You stumble forward into the darkness. Oh! What the fuck? Suddenly, the leftmost side of your leftmost foot connects with something hard. I stubbed my toe for 6 damage? Come on! That's brutal. Fuck! Pain shoots through your leg. Ah, fuck. Yeah, you alright? That looked painful. Massive, massive damage. Yeah, I know. Fuck, that hurt. Splitting pain. What did you expect? Eventually, your eyes adjust somewhat. You can see shapes now, vaguely. The storage chamber is a disaster. Broken equipment, scattered papers, shattered glowstones on the floor. What'd you miss? We picked up a quest from an elf who told us to find a guy and tell him to go fuck himself, and now we're exploring a abandoned windmill, and I stubbed my toe. After we're done doing that, we're gonna head to Water Lanes, because that's where, like, the game keeps screaming I should go. Because, like, that's where I fell in. That's where the owner of the tea shop ran off to. There's apparently a meeting there of some young punk kids later tonight. And then at midnight, I gotta meet up with the guy back on the top of the hill. You wade through the debris. This place has been abandoned for some time. Dust covers everything. What a dump. You sift through papers and crates. Most of it worthless. Old receipts, inventory lists. But then you find something. Oh. A notice. Official letterhead. Notice of termination. Collective action violation. You scan the text. The roller mill owner fired everyone. They tried to form an Asgal union. Ah. Yeah, you'd like the elf woman. She doesn't talk much and is just, like, gazing out over the sea going, if only I had more time. And you're like, I'd like to help you on your quest. You must find a man and tell him to go fuck himself. Can do! Ahem. All the workers dismissed, effective immediately. Yeah, that'll happen in America, unfortunately. I don't know if that sort of thing happens in Europe terribly often. It probably depends on the country. But, yeah, they talk about unions, and it's like, ooh, hey, guess what? You're all fired. Because we don't like paying you. Brutal. Why is that something I can look up? That explains why the place is empty. Brute. Vorgeni slang for brother. Specifically the dialect grown out of the coastal slang mixed between gnome tongue and underclass migrant workers in an old Mago colonies. All right. Sure. The owner shut down rather than deal with organized labor. These workers deserve better. They did. But the world rarely gives people what they deserve. Ain't that the truth? Tale as old as time. Or at least as old as factory work. It's bourgeoisie bullshit all the way to the top. I like Snell. Bourgeoisie. He's showing his bleeding heart, and it's beautiful. Let me make out with Snell. Love me some bourgeoisie bullshit. I can't tell if that's sarcastic or not. Hells yeah. It's awful. Play it straight. He shakes his head. Ignore me, I'm getting tired here. You continue deeper into the chamber. At the back, you find an office. The owner's private space. Check the desk. I don't know, last time I stumbled in the darkness, I took 6 points of damage for stubbing my toe. More people depending on thought you're 25 today. True. You've got a youthful face. What can I say? Old papers, ledgers, more termination notices. One of them's known you for over a year. It wasn't me. And then a drawer. Locked, but poorly. The drawer slides open with a snap. You just forced it open, yeah. Inside lies a smooth stone, one of several faces adorned on the side. It pulses faintly with esoteric energy. Oh, I also found kinda a movable rod, which is an immovable rod where the button is broken and pushed down permanently, so it's constantly able to be moved. A movable rod. That's how old I thought you were when we met. Correct! But that was also years ago. A magic item. Esoteric. Ascending pebble. What? You pick it up carefully. A sending pebble. It was 2 years ago. Mods banned that woman. Sending pebble, a magic item capable of casting a weak version of the sending spell. Only reaching targets within a kilometer. Due to it not requiring a receiving magic item, unlike a regular sending stone, it is exceedingly expensive and rare. Ooh. So I can just kind of shout at somebody with this? Oh shit, these are expensive. We can't ban other mods. Mods ban that woman. Telling me who I can't ban. This will pebble into your pouch. Time to leave. This place has given you all it can. I'm not finding anything else here. Let's go. Make your way back through the darkness. What a lovely delve that they couldn't bother to animate or draw. Alright, what's through here? Hey, yo, a lobster? Kind of a big lobster. What the fuck? A regular non-giant crab. Oh, silly me. You spot a crab on the rock. It does a little shimmy. Yes, cleric, that is a crab. What am I, a monster? You reach forth and the crab immediately snips onto your index finger. Huh? Crab pincers grip your finger hard. Hard! Your index finger will come off soon. Help, I'm dead. God damn it. To a crab! To a fucking crab! Fuck's sakes! That's a lobster? The game's calling it a crab! God almighty. This sucks. I hate this. I fell down a well, fucked myself, and now crabs are beating me up. I should have eaten food, actually, when I had the chance. Get out the vice grip. God damn it! Son of a bitch! You bend and pry. The crab won't let go. I'm dying again! Please just kill me. Fuck! 3 levels of exhaustion! The blood is not flowing. Slowly you will die. It ain't slow! Snell, call for help. I'm being assaulted. Huh? What? Sorry, I was looking at the river. It's very pretty this time of year. He's not. He's trying to ignore you. I'm dying! You son of a bitch! Crab. Yeah, I see it. Guess I can help. Maybe. He looks tired. Oh, for God's sakes. Snell will help. Okay. It's a DC 6. Thank you. The game's beating me to it. Shut up. Use your free hand to pry the pincers off your finger. When your index finger is released, you immediately feel the blood begin to flow once more. I just wanted to pet the damn thing. Freedom. Ugh. He was a good little fighter. I hate him. A good crab. Who are you voting for in the election? It makes no noise in reply to your question. What? All right, I can't speak to animals, citizen. So that sucked a fat dick. God almighty. Can I? Okay. I can short rest. Hold on, let me. Healed 7 HP. Now short rest. God damn. What time is it? It's basically 1500. Son of a bitch. And I got places to be at like 1600. Or no, it was 1900, right? Excuse me. There's food right there. Shut up. You done resting? No. Alright, so the water lane, something's popping off at like, what is it, 1600? Or 1900. Fuck, 1900. The dockyard. Is this the water lanes? Why not, right? Tim! 48 months. Almost a whole year. Thank you so much, Tim. I guess it said water lanes, so I guess I'm here. Conquer by river, by land, and by heart. Well, this Statue of Earth. Who leaves this here? Could be mine. Approach the shrine. Oh. What, I can't heal here? Yeah? Possibly. Gods are kind. Do you think they care? Attempt a prayer of healing. I removed the apples. The goblin's distracting me. I failed already. Now do it for real. I'm exhausted. Let it ride! Alright, finally, we figure out what the hell's going on with these. Focus your mind's eye on Earth's symbol, his red eye, and you remember the words. Watch upon me, Earth, shepherd of his folk. You're filled with the spirit of nostalgia and power. Let me pick up the burden, lend me your strength. Oh, now I'm fully healed, huh? Cool. That is it. This is Prayer of Healing. Oh, did I learn that? Yeah, memorize Prayer of Healing. Yes, indeed. Can I prepare that now? Yeah, Prayer of Healing. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. Bip, bip. I get 3 spell slots. I got Cure Wounds, Shield of Faith, and Prayer of Healing. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You have a random quest remote, a regional manager leave their job and go work as a merchandiser. They really want to have an affair, and a merchandiser gets to travel more. The never sleeping docks of Water Lane, right below here. Oh, do I have to go down to get to Water Lane, or is like... I cannot go... Okay, I can't go over there. Never mind. Alright, welcome to Water Lane. We're looking for... Was it a guy in yellow named Frank, son of Frank? Also some stuff over there. What is this? The Ascani Reeds Trading Company with a signature Freestrider logo. Yeah. Sounds like people I will not be agreeing. Is that a griffin? Oh! This bin is making a sound. Rai forest wif mal to dig vif. Which backwards is fif get telrag fi suraf here. Trash inside the bin speaks to you. Don't fall for it. So I was playing a couple hours ago and have more spells than you. Hey, shut up. This some type of scam, surely getting you to root around in the trash. Gives you a nonchalant half shrug. Regional manager for Long John Silver's. Oh, well, I mean, anything to not be in the physical proximity of Long John Silver's is probably, like, some sort of self-preservation tactic. Yeah. Listen, so Long John Silver's is like, if you took the embodiment of sin and self-harm and put it, thank you, and put it in a food and sold it to people, that would be Long John Silver's, okay? So I'm guessing what happened was this regional manager paid his debt to society, found like a reason to keep living, and just grabbed at the first life raft that was thrown at him in the sea of misery that is Long John Silver's. And it just so happened to be merchandising Coca-Cola. Anyway, we're opening the trash bin. As you lift it aside, you immediately see something moving in the pile of shredded documents and old scraps of food. A pair of legs. That is not what I thought I would find. Simorth? What? It's a tiny gnome thing. Suddenly jumping out of the pile, with a poof of moldy dust, is a pine cone. What? A pine cone with limbs. What? Armune Heron. What? It hands you some leaves while doing strange, seemingly improvisational dance upon this trash. Did you just hand me trash? Before you're able to do anything about it, the little creature puffs away. Disgusting little creature. As it fades, you see only trash. This person got the team lead position that you put in for. Well, I mean, technically, that sucks, Tim. I'm sure you should have gotten it. However, on paper, looking at a resume, guy who is managing 9 Long John Silvers looks a little better, probably, than, oh God, what were you doing before? Bus driver? No offense. I've heard about these things. I've heard about these things. Never seen them, though. What do you know about them? Just what I read in the paper, and what Nesson goes on about. They're called Vatar, or something. The Lamplighters Guild had a public spat with them a couple months back. Points to the lamps behind me. Apparently, they mess with the everlasting lights. Not so everlasting, then. Guess it's a PR name. That's why, I guess that, I get why they were mad, but I think they solved everything once the PCG got involved. And, they're supposed to be all over the garden, too. Not that I've ever seen one. Anyhow, they clearly seem to like you. Let's keep it like that. Okay. Sure, dude. You had leadership training for military along with audit training. Well, maybe it's a Nepo hire. Ever think of that? Ever think, you're never gonna get it because it was a Nepo hire? And you were screwed from the word go. Stares down to the bustling docks. It doesn't look like I can interact with them at all. Torna, the first of the river guilds. All right. What does this say? It says S. Yalen and Sons? S. Yellen and Sons. Well, that just says free trade. Who's this griffin? Beware those fangs, and the rest, too. You approach the ball of feathers and wings and really, really sharp claws. A magnificent creature. Too bad he's clearly overfed. This is a griffin. It is a somewhat intelligent magical beast. You will require to speak with animals to communicate properly, of course. God damn it! See a pool of drool forming underneath the beak of the open beast. Wait, look behind it! There's an entrance to the warehouse on the other side of the roof. If you want to get inside, you're gonna have to get past this bad boy. Mythical beast snores gently before you. I don't even want to ask what the plan is here. Coming to the conclusion I should not engage this beast right now. Yeah, I gotta get this speak with animals spell. Oh boy. Found an Esoteric Ebb soulmate quiz while trying to look up romance options. Apparently yours is Nessun. I don't remember who Nessun is. Do I? There isn't... Unfortunately, there's not just like a character thing. Unless Nessun is like the angel woman from the end of the last stream. I do not remember her name. The door looks promising. Alright, well. Far be it for me to argue with that. You stand before a damp door on a cramped corner house. Mushroom woman. I don't know her. The wood is dark, swollen with a perpetual moist of water lane. A layer of river mud and algae. You know someone here? No? Then why are you standing here? You wrap your knuckles against the wood. A solid rhythmic knock. That moment passes. A sound of a heavy latch sliding. The door creaks open. A pair of bulbous eyes stares up at you. It's an Anurin. Anurin, fancy name for frog folk and toad folk. You've heard they don't like those terms for some reason. Yeah. Next promotion will be account manager. Nice. Dressed in a tiny velvet smoking jacket. Oh, this dude fucks. Quite distinguished despite the lack of pants. Oh, this dude oh, he's French. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Bruh. Reading the description, it's a bit too accurate. Post the quiz in the Discord. That way I can take it at the end. Ahem. Qu'est-ce que c'est? What is it? I am busy, très occupé. I have some questions. Oh, wait. He squints at your uniform. Are you how do you say, le clerge? That doesn't sound like Earth's tongue. I am the cleric, yes. More of a wizard, but sure. See myself as a dashing rogue, personally. I am the cleric, yes. Ah, bon. There's no denying it now. You are a cleric. Well, yeah. I never pretended to be anything else. He nods respectfully. At least you are not from the Tithe House. The Anoran peeks his head out from behind the door. Tu veux quoi? Ask for a contribution to the cause. Ooh, money. If there's one thing I know about dirty Frenchmen, it's that they don't have any money. But this guy seems clean, so... Fuck! Never mind, I did it. Just smile, the kind of smile that opens wallets. Yeah, I want to get this tattooed on me. Purple and black and everything. Rather striking purple, too. Normally I have trouble with purple, but for whatever reason I look at that and it's very striking. It's like, ooh, purple. Maybe it's the purple on black? I don't know. Oh, and kiss his ass hard. My good sir, surely a gentleman of your stature supports the arts or the holy cause? Ah, flattery. Every time you hear me opening a can, it sounds so crisp, and you remember their room temp. Oh. Well, I just keep seltzer. It's water. I just keep it at the base of my desk. Purple leans pink. Oh. I'll take your word for it. He sighs, his throat pouch inflating slightly. Told you. You are charming. C'est ennui. He reaches for something on the other side of the door. Take this, and now au revoir. Shoves a fancy bottle towards you. The door slams shut before you can say anything else. I was gonna. Room temperature bevs suck. No, they're pretty good. Only good room temperature drink is Guinness. Well, there's this bubbly, sparkling water. Go see the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I hear it's not that great. The pinkish liquid inside swirls around. Concentrated rhubarb ale. Ooh, lovely. This'll make things so much smoother. So you really just went and knocked on some stranger's door. Look, I'm not gonna knock on your methods too much, but if you keep this up, we'll be done in 6 months after the election. Hold on. I want to get his voice. Snail. Got a beak. Huge nose. Leaning Australian now. Not where I want to go. So you... So you really just went and knocked on some stranger's door. Look, I'm not gonna knock on your methods too much, but if you keep this up, we'll be done it by 6 months after the election. And you don't even ask about the tea shop. Not once! I had a feeling the store was important, that's all. He closes his eyes in a short, silent contemplation. It's like I'm talking to Kaido. Maybe stick to, les points d'interest? Okay. That's funny. I like that. We're gonna bang later. I mean, what? Alright. We're closed for today. Wow. Well, that's gonna make getting in there very easy. More umami. Isn't that savory? Shop for the day. Oh, what the... Oh, it's the top entrance of the same building. I see. Alright, well, no getting in there today. Couple places over here. Do I want to do down here first? Yeah, I'll do down here first. What time is it? 16:10. That's not too bad. Less than an hour, and I've got to meet, or those kids are meeting anyway. What's up here? Opens at sundown. Why is everything opening at sundown? That's such a weird... Whatever. I'll read the damn sign. A street sign says Upper Westview, Lower West Dock. Maybe I want to go to the docks. That's probably where my body was fished out of. Pillar Crossing. This is not water lanes, I gotta be honest with you. Oh. Freitas. Hey, look at that! I learned everything! Behold, at Nat 20. Human, chaotic evil, what? She is dressed in a fine silken robe like a noblewoman. Her hair is short and coarse, the rebellious kind, but earthfolk nobility nonetheless. Why is she down here? Not many of her kind seek the company of water lane workers and goblins. Hold on, you recognize her? This is the daughter of the Coin Lord? Well, that seems important. Hot damn! Anyway. So, daughter of Coin Lord. The girl looks across the chasm. A noblewoman, that's a pretty expensive dress. What's she doing down here? Well, I know who she is. How's Ebb? I like this game. It's interesting and fun, although I keep failing and getting murdered by things. She does a double take. What? What's your favorite color? What do you think I'm going to ask you? What? Your name. Nah, go away. How rude. Cool. You're very rude. Sure, now go away. Oh, weird. It's like talking to me. You're a daughter of the magistrate. What are you doing skulking around these parts? What? No, I'm not. No, you are, I'm sure of it. She glares at you. How would you know that? I can see it on you. It's obvious. I have deep insight into people you know. Yeah, I got a real lucky nat 20, baby. She scoffs and looks exceedingly annoyed. Ooh, I know that look. But you can see it. You see how she is worried. Why? Your dad's my boss. I'm doing my job. It's probably not what she wants to hear. Whatever trouble you're in, please tell me. Girl turns away towards the stairs. Stop bothering me. It was her. Storms away, keeping her head high. Interesting outcome. You sure pissed that strange lady off. I'll take How I Met My Wife for 500, Alex. She acted real weird, didn't she? Okay. Well, that was an interesting interaction. I think we can all agree. What is that? Oh, that's like the pillar again. Dormitory, out of commission. Wow. Marking on the door says, Simi, son of Strokeback. That's an unfortunate name. Approach the green door. Apartment in the holes like any other. You knock twice. A long time passes. No one? No one. I guess we'll have to try again some other day. Sadly, you can't pick these doors. They've got special esoteric locks. I'll come back tomorrow. I assume I'm down here looking for, you know, like, answers, right? Checking in to check out. Hello, Ellie. Love seeing you. Tim keeps talking about room temperature Guinness for some reason. Rough carving of the door says R and A. No reason to be interested in this particular door. Well, it was highlighted, so. Snell. Oh, shit! Snell! What's up, buddy? Excuse me, sir. Welcome to my pad. Go ahead. Run around as much as you want. Don't mind if you do. Sarcasm. I won't touch anything because you're too cute to rob. I'll just look intensely. I'm not sure how this is in any way useful to the job. But let me know when you're done looking around. Looking. Nothing else. You live here alone? Yup, so you're single. Gets lonely at night, maybe? I don't spend much time here. It's a cool place. Thanks. Alright, that's good. Meh. What about you? Where do you live, cleric? Time to dance around the subject. I live with my mom. I live North Wall. It's a nice city-sponsored apartment. Avoid the full truth. I could tell him the truth. I believe I live with my mother, but that's not cool. Sexy goblin men don't want to hook up with guys that still live with their mom, right? Bullying the little man in the box. How dare you bully Ronflex that way? Don't listen to them. You're a sweetie, and Tim just hates you because he's a hater. I can tell him the truth. Your body shakes. Oh, nope. Okay. No, I can't. No, I cannot. I live on the North Wall. Oh, cool. Guess clerics are well taken care of, huh? We sure are. We sure are. Cool. Well, anyway. Be less nice. This is a nice apartment. Yeah, I'm not here a lot. The goblin laughs. I'd argue it's much better than usual. One time I was on a date, brought it back here. Oh. Her! Well, I mean, I guess there's still hope, but, like, that's a little disappointing immediately. On a date, brought it back here. Terrible idea. The date was already going poorly. Imagine her expression when she steps in here. There's a pile of reports all over the floor, a block drain in the kitchen sink, 15 confiscated bowls of pixie dust piled in the corner. He could be by it. That's why I said it's not, you know, completely out of the park, but, you know, it's... perhaps not ideal. Also, I just want to point out how he points out it's a terrible idea to have your place be really, really messy. That's true. People like clean places. Let me tell you, it took her 10 seconds to come up with an excuse. He recounts the tale with excellent timing. This is one of his favorites. He tells it to everybody. Hell yeah. As his laughter fades, he looks around the place and tells you, anyway, looks better these days. Figured if I'm such a neat goblin like everyone says, I might as well keep my apartment clean too. A girl? What an embarrassing story. Yeah? Back when I was still looking for that sort of thing. Oh. When you say that sort of thing, do you mean romance or women? I'm just saying. You know, getting tied down, so on. Ah. In a metaphorical sense. Boring. What about you? Clerics are popular, right? Avoid! Abort! Roll out! He is not allowed to ask you personal things like that. Ahem. So, nice weather we're having. Shit! Never mind, I'm so charismatic. He's expecting an answer, so you're going to have to give one. Not a lie, though. You can't handle that right now. Too much pressure, clearly. Too much. Yeah, listen to your gut. So what do I say? Keep it simple. Dismiss the question in a nice way. Like this. Huh? Nothing lately. I've been busy with work. Ah. Now, change the subject. Now. Yeah, you seem like the type to be busy with work, too. Oh, yes. For the last few years, I've just been focused on the halfways, and whatever the old lady needs of me. Don't mean to sound ungrateful, though. I do love it. It's rewarding. What kind of... You're clearly good at whatever it is you do. He laughs. I ask myself that same question sometimes. The goblin takes a breath. I'd tell you to look at it from a goblin perspective, but... Let me put it this way. Lady Sageleaf, goddamn gorgeous, feral, lunatic goblin wife material that she is, gave me options in a world of railroad tracks. I get to help my people and get really fucking good at it. I like this guy. Helping people, and he's good at it, and he's hot? I want to be this guy. Huge nose, let's go. So for now, I'm going to keep doing it. Better than getting bored. That's for sure. This definitely is not the type of job that ever leaves you bored. He grins. Anyhow, anything else you want to chat about, or can we get going? Thanks for the talk. I'm not going to rob the poor guy. I'm going to look at his stuff, though. Mass-produced glowstone lantern. Snell's boxes. Snell's work. What's that about? There was also something in the chair, I think. You stand before a wooden board covered in sketches of various people, each of them connected via a long red thread. What's all this? That's the queen! Huh? Looks over at you from across the apartment. Ah, yeah. Project Visualizer. Is Ronflex my boss? I'll tell you right now, Kite is my boss. But, to humor Tim, oh great coin, is Ronflex my boss? Ah, shit. Alright, well. You heard the coin, Ron. Tell me jump and I'll say how high. A little hypocritical, given you have no legs, but... helps me keep track of jobs. You can check it out if you want. I haven't done much other than a basic outline of the tea shop yet. I've been busy with all this running around. You're good at this, Snap. Oh, fuck. It's messy. No, I clicked the wrong thing. No! I know. Like I said, it's a basic outline. I haven't had that much downtime yet. Once we're finished, I'll make sure to compile it into a proper report for the old lady. Just try the other thing. You're good at this. Thanks. It's what I do. Once we're finished... okay. Look closer. You see several faces you recognize and some you don't. A bird man with black and white pattern, along with the note tea shop owner. A bulky merman with the text rival? No, unambitious. A stout-looking dwarf in uniform with a hammer in the corner. Patron? A stylish orc with a free strider heart symbol in the corner. Completely unaffiliated. Suspicious. A pale man holding a skull. No motive. A human with a fancy beard and a fish symbol in the corner. Suppressing info. Beware. Finally, you look at the central piece. A beautiful rendition of Lady Sageleaf. Almost read that as sea glass. Sageleaf herself. Her note reads, enemies, spies, city conspiracy. Interesting. Ayo, the bed? Oh, okay, the circle on the ground is just where I clicked, I see. Ah, bagatelle. The goblins have some good taste then. Yeah, they're goblins. Expensive material. You stand before a simple bed frame. Look at the thanks bed. What? That mattress is extra thick. Chat. Extra thick. Probably expensive. The material goes for extra in every outlet. Wow. However, the claim that these contain silk is ridiculous. Anything over a tiny fraction would make the bed half invisible. A scam, then? Pretty damn good scam. Thanks, bed. All right. Gotta remember to thank your bed in the morning. It's a bit high up. I'll let Snell have his privacy. So the quote is extra thick. Yeah, obviously I'm referring to how I like my hamburgers and women. Covered in cheese. A winding path leads outside eventually. Okay. Hidden dialogue choices. Okay, never mind. Ah, I guess this is how we get to the water. Okay, yeah, this looks... Excuse you, what am I? What are you? Oh, right, I see, in reference to the CEO boss conversation. Yeah, we were in here. This is, her domain. So I mean, great and all that we came back here. I've got a map of the area, kind of, sort of now, but I gotta check out the waterways. Yeah, no, I thought we were over this. Like, I thought Clover was my boss. Now Ron Flex is also my boss. Call him vice president. And Kaida is CEO. So Clover's my regional manager. This is my VP. And Kaida's the CEO. I don't like that I'm the bottom rung of this corporate ladder. Oh, Clover's the VP. There you go. Why am I the bottom fucking rung of this corporate ladder? I don't know why that made Clover angry. I'm the guy at the bottom of the damn ladder. And she's like, I don't like how I'm not higher up. Neither do I! You want to trade? Unbelievable. That's bosses for you. I gotta unionize. Regional manager. Fucking shut up. You get what you get, all right? So what is all this then? I still have, that's just, sure. A little bit faster. Co-CEO, VP, Nathan's regional manager. Nathan is absolutely not regional manager. He is not around enough. Nathan's like the janitor. Clover acting like regional manager's not good enough for her. Drunk Sphinx opens it. Okay, well. Oh, there's another. I think the Drunk Sphinx was over, Ben's the toilet. I'm the unpaid intern. Yeah, see, she's complaining regional manager, and I've got unpaid intern. I'll go through here just to see where this dumps me out. I'm playing for an hour? Oh my god. It does not feel like it. It feels like I just started. What a good game. Oh, okay. This is over here. Got it. Okay. I think there's like one other area I need to look at, but otherwise, well, there's also the dungeon, I guess, but, well, and there's this. Oh, that's the drunk things. The dungeon, obviously, is an area I'm going to have to go to later. I'd like to have a weapon first. Just in case there is something down there I need to, you know... this game doesn't strike me as one having combat, but if I'm going into a dungeon, I feel like I should probably... excuse me. Have a weapon, you know? Just on principle. It's only 16:37. I love that time only passes when I'm talking, so I can just kind of wander around however I feel like. Yeah, I gotta go here and here. Are you open yet? Opens at sun. Right, I don't know when sundown is. Something's supposed to kick off at 1700. Obviously, I could try bothering that Sphinx, but I don't have to speak to animals yet. Give that lobster crab a piece of my mind. Office of Snurray Appledent. What? Ellie's a regional manager and Nathan's a supervisor. He's the janitor! I'm not gonna budge on this. Nathan's the janitor. Children's drawings are on the wall. A scholarly commendation of Fordnip Commonwealth. Almost dead, but not yet. Oh, the plant. Touche. Speaking of things that are almost dead, but not yet. What is this? A magical quill and paper. Let's talk to the guy first. This is Snur Appledent. Okay, I'll take that. Got almost everything off him. The janitor from Scrubs, Neil Flynn. Yeah, okay, he can be Neil Flynn. Phenomenal actor. Janitors get paid. According to Scrubs, he gets paid more than JD. Anyway, this guy. It looks like there's more up there, or is that just like a break? Halfling, level 4 scholar. A scholar of the Fordnip Commonwealth, a man working out of a hole in a wall. This is the type of man who knows exactly where he's going and is simply going there very slowly and deliberately. He knows his expertise, his moves are calculated, and his journey is long. Killer mustache, by the way. The esoteric is closely tied with scholarly arts. In old days, no distinction between the two was made. Today, in this modern world, his side is all but winning. Fair enough. Hello, sir. You take a step into the cramped office standing in front of a sleeping halfling. Good forenoon, citizen. Oh! Yo, love this guy's stash. Oh! He murmurs and widens his bushy eyes. His confused gaze focuses on you. Why is that what you say when you look at me? What did I do? What? Life is pain. You're the paid intern? No, you're the guy who works the PA. You're the radio operator. God damn. Tim's just incorporating this whole business, making himself the paid intern. Listen, there are certain people, they can't be higher up than me, okay? They can be in a different department than me. They can't be over me. Tim and Nathan cannot be over me. I absolutely refuse. Tim's not even a mod, all right? Nathan is a mod, but he's Nathan, so he automatically can't be over me. Terrible, terrible pain. Oh, he mutters and rubs his face. The wrinkles fold over one another like waves of a storied sea. Are you... He looks at you with his weary expression, rubs his nose and sniffs twice. Are you here for the invoice? Everyone always says I'm here for the invoice. I can't have men over me. Well, they'd have to be hot. Like Snell. His words come out in a typical Fordnip accent. What? The invoice. I don't have any invoice. Should I have an invoice? You don't? Oh, hold on. I've already paid that invoice. You're here for something different. He leans in facing Snell. I hope the Queen Goblin has no quarrel with this old scholar. What would Arg be? You know the guy outside the mattress store who spins the sign? Yeah, that's Arg. Holds up his palm. Nah, we're here on city business. Yes, I've got some questions about a tea shop, mostly. I'm exploring random buildings and yours was unlocked. Say Clover, not me. Mods ban that guy. Tea shop. Then you're dealing with interesting events. The city has seen its fair share of great clan calamities over the years, and the tea shop explosion appears tiny in comparison. Probably, but I have some questions regardless. Of course! Curiosity is absolutely vital for keeping the old brain in motion, so I commend you, cleric. And you as well, my goblin friend. Looks around grunting. Can I get either of you some fucking water, or... You like this guy. He's like a rabid dog without the biting, so far. Security camera watcher. There you go. Halfling is wild in a fun way. No, thank you. Your companion replies very quickly. You're Scholar Appledent, right? Me? Yes! 7-9? What do you mean? He's an ignorant mass. He's already claimed that title. I am Snurry Appledent, he says, and bows his head in the chair. Scholar of Fornip University and dedicated service to the progress of eyes. Eyes? Alignment intent studies. Everyone's got an alignment. Yeah. Clover, chaotic evil. Tim, stupid evil. Kaida, angel. Me, chaotic stupid. Some people can detect it, but don't read too much into it. Alignment is just an internal thing. Smacking time. What do you mean? And doesn't really have too much real-world application. Yeah, don't read too much into it. Just because you're chaotic evil, Clover, don't read too much into it. Primarily, my expertise lands on the topic of alignment and so many historical contemporary applications. Some bullshit, I will tell you. These days, I mostly deal with other forms of study, specifically around this office here in the experimental technique of psychoanalysis. What kind of magic is that? No magic at all, although there has been some detect thoughts involved at some points in the development. It's a form of mind healing, as they call it. I'll be the one to call it support instead. It's essentially the idea that the mental present, is shaped by the mental past. Oh, that kind of present. And that through dialogue, our unreleased unconscious ghosts can be vanquished. So it's talking about feelings. I know, truly horrifying. A Reedsian friend of mine once told me this joke, and I apologize if it's too vulgar for your taste, but spurs out the words through chortles. Oh, gotta listen to the vulgar joke. Right. A cleric, an arcanist, and a rogue delve into the lair of a succubus. The fiend defeats all three men, throwing them into her dungeon. But she grows to fancy them, so she offers them a choice. For each man who can successfully satisfy her, she'll let the man go. Otherwise, she ends them, so to say. You actually haven't heard this one. Nod along. What a rambunctious tale. Do go on. So, the three adventurers debate in which order to go. Eventually, the rogue and the arcanist decide the cleric should go first, as he is a virgin and will be least likely to increase her standards. I'm not sure that's how that works, but okay. Your goblin companion rubs his eyes as he listens to the joke. So it's just Kaida. The reason I like Snell is because it's Kaida. The cleric, being divine and so on, prays to his god and goes to the fiend's bedchambers. Comes out 10 minutes later, completely unharmed. Gives a thumbs up to his two friends, which of course both feel a great sense of relief. The arcanist goes in next, confident and arrogant. The cleric could do it. The fiend must be easy. Within minutes, his bones roll out of the bedchamber's entrance, the man having been incinerated by hellish flame. The rogue is horrified, but realizes, obviously, the Arcanist overestimated his abilities. Carefully enters the bedchamber, ready to put every ounce of effort into it. Less than a minute later, he screams her up from the bedchamber, and the rogue's lifeless corpse falls out of the entrance. The cleric prays for the souls of his comrades and gathers their remains for burial. Succubus steps out, smoking a cigarette. She tells the cleric, "My, your friends were truly terrible. They were just fumbling about down there. At least you managed to touch it a little." Where is this joke going? To which the cleric responds, "You are truly an awful creature, and I will pray for your presence to be exercised from this plane of existence every day until I die." Then, before he walks away, the cleric also adds, "Oh, but I did heal that horrible wound you had between your legs." Oh. Hopefully that makes you less evil in the future. Ah. The cleric's a virgin, and he didn't know what a vagina looked like, so he saw it and didn't know what to do and thought it was a wound, so he healed it. As in, closed the wound. Thus, the other two couldn't... Yeah, yikes. Oh, why he's telling me this? We just met. Admittedly, I find that kind of funny, but it's wild that I met you 2 minutes ago and you're telling me this joke. Goblin lets out a slight gust of wind through his nose. Yeah, like, it's a little funny. Like, it is a little funny. Funny. The halfling chortles loudly. My kind of humor, you might say. In short, he can view the succubus as evil in a world in which religious fervor would pray to repair. However, such reparation could often lead to a not-so-optimal path. No, it's not. This is why you're never going to be more than a janitor, Tim. He keeps on laughing. Or, more simply, you could say it's a basic allegory for alignment itself. The cleric meant well for all intents, but his actions cost the lives of both his comrades. Is that evil, or is that good? Don't really think you can break it down that way. Isn't Nathan the janitor? Shut up. Either way, psychoanalysis. Yes, that's what we're talking about here. It's about your feelings, thoughts, memories, choices you made, things that have happened to you. They can bog you down, so to say, and the goal in my clinical practice is to root out all in my patients' minds and help make them aware of repressed negative baggage, if you will. You're taking Chef Baker. You're like the homeless guy out on the street that we keep having to get rid of, all right? You're screaming that there's a cult and everyone's really hoping you'll stop doing it and go away. We don't have to call the police, Ellie, on you. Yeah, I really don't care. That's fair. Many are opposed to this type of practice. But it's not the only thing I work on here. I'm currently exploring the dream of animus. A dream of man and woman. What a pervert. You like this guy. You dream about men and women? Sometimes. But the dream is just a concept of understanding gender ideologies. Beyond that, I focus a lot on my own unverified theories. He slaps his knee and grins. The folk spirit. Have you heard of it? No. Understandable, it's not yet published. No ribeye steak for me? Oh no, whatever will I do? I don't get the homeless man's steak. The folk spirit is the working title of my new thesis. Most of it is, if you'll excuse my Anoran, fucking bullshit. But, in short, it's about how each folk share a number of core communicable archetypes, or myths. I have traveled around the coast to collect as many tales, writing down thousands of stories previously only passed down orally. All to see how well my theory holds up in the minds of so many folks. Clears his throat and leans back in his chair. Clover's disappearing and we'll be back, apparently. Apologies, I'm ranting here. Let us put a stop to it. What do you want, cleric? What is love? What do you know about the tea shop that exploded? Oh, who are you voting for? I'm a filthy-ass Gallist. Good choice. It's an acceptable choice. The Green Banner has flown in a strange context here, in this Republican wet dream of ours. Damn. Little too real there, buddy. As Gallinism is supposed to be about abolishing the entire structure of hierarchy. That history is driven by economic struggle, specifically the clash between classes. Asgal's end goal is a classless, stateless society where everyone's equal. Finally, someone gets it. These Asgal guys are great. Looking at Norvikin Asgalis, it's clear to me they long ago let this goal slip past. Look at them. They're shaking hands with the establishment, trying to find a peaceful solution, they say. You want a violent revolution? They're becoming part of the establishment. Peace is good. Peace is good! There was never a bad peace. Peace is good. It is. It is good. Look, genuine change. True change needs to be truly revolutionary break with the existing order. There's no doubt about that. Incremental reforms, small changes within the capitalist system will always fail to address the fundamental contradictions and injustices. I mean, yeah, but like there's always going to be some of that, unfortunately. Utopia is unobtainable. My time in Reeds made that clear to me. But always be wary of simplistic utopian visions. Exactly! It's a path covered in corpses that leads such blind idealism. So, I will vote for the Social Democrat compromise. This handshake with capital. It's how it's, well, barring violent coups, that is sort of how you start. Compromise is good enough for now. Hope the next generation votes for violent revolution. Voting for a violent revolution is a bit funny. And I, on the other hand, compromise is good enough for now. You'd think I'd agree. Part of me does. I get 100 XP for changing my political stance. Oh, cool. But I truly hate this idea of tipping the hat to these truly fascist regimes. And yes, even the revolutionary freestriders are fascists, in a deep sense. Yeah, I don't think it's that deep, honestly. The more I heard about them, the more I was like, oh, yeah, no, they're fascists. I think they got their start through the coin of those who profited on the great suffering of old Dimior and Deminor. In the Coast War, in grinding the flesh of humanity. Free striderism is filthy opportunism, not republicanism. They are just arcanist regimes with a painted mask and slightly less horrific esoterical power in hand. Slightly. They're truly terrifying. Agreed. With a deep groan, he starts rubbing his hairy face. Workers unite in unionization and guild power. It's all well and good until it gets too loud. Ain't that the truth? Makes a bit too much noise, and the true powers quickly and efficiently drop the illusionary mask facade. The esoteric spell that tricks us into thinking they care, or that they're in any way Folkarian. So what about you, cleric? You're voting as Gallist, I presume? Yes! Terrible to hear, but why not, right? Yeah, ain't it the way. Now, for something else before I start ranting about the suffragette movement. Painting glances at you. I really, really want to know about what you think about the suffragettes. I have some other questions. Tell me about this tea shop that exploded. Oh, horrific. Gestures wildly towards the rocky wall. Shit started shaking. It was... Shit started shaking. It was as if the red rock of Tolstead itself was cracking. For half a second or so. So you were down here when it happened? Yes. I think I was asleep, but the sound awoke me. Anything about it? Rumors? You should not believe rumors, cleric. But yes, I heard some nasty stuff. Some people think the owner did it himself since he's missing. Some others think the city did it since they printed a clear lie in the post. I've also heard people say Asgalis are responsible since it was their hideout. Or the Freestriders did it for the same reason, blowing up Asgalist opposition and so on. It's all bullshit, of course. Don't believe the rumors. What do you think happened? He shrugs violently. Did you go check it out? No. Someone told me later what it was like. I have work to do here. Well, it's getting a bit late, and I want to go see what those kids, those nationalist kids, were gathering about. So that's all for now. What else is going on in here? Tiny dictator. Advantage against bureaucrats. Mind if I take this? It's just +2 intelligence and advantage against tiny, bureaucrats. That's an accessory. Okay. There you go. Ha! It floats by me. Hell yeah. Something stuck between the pages. Oh. Oh. We've got a dream patch and some tarts. What is this dream patch? Small amount of pixie essence incorporated in the sticky pouch can be used to recover a 3rd level spell slot. It's a band-aid. I think I'm good for now. Not having a 3rd level spell slot. Collection of books, political mostly. Oh yeah, I need to repair my book, don't I? In order to get more spells. I forgot about that. See a collection of books from the philosophy canon, none of which you really are able to understand. The Folk, A Blind Manifesto, Memoirs of a Statesman, The Dark Book of Shadows by the Shadow Lord. Well, I mean, I gotta. Faint tingle goes over your gloved hand. That's the most evil book I've... He's turning into this guy. Well, that's the most... Yeah, no, that's what he's turning into, unfortunately. Snail. That's the most evil book I've ever seen. How'd they even get the cover to be that black? It's like a void. Thickened graphene. That's how the great darkness on the cover. A memory lingers in this tomb. If you open, you shall recall. Yeah, okay. Literature. The text is not dangerous. The pages show but a holy scripture of the Shadow Lord's lost religion, one of eternal servitude and the search for life in death. However, you remember it well. This was the first book you were ordered to study as punishment for your idiotic behavior at the towers. Me? An idiot? What? I'm just fighting lobsters out here. You remember. Your first journey towards the esoteric. Well, fuck. Never mind, I nailed it. How liberating it was. To know beyond any doubt how much greatness hid within your mind. Blurred faces, hushed whispers, a crowd of thoughtful peers, each snickering about your hand. A raised hand among a crowd of sheep. Patriarch, it's not just a religious text. They stare at you. It's a spell book. Those were the words. Oh, how they laughed. He asked you to prove yourself. So you did. I went to the Patriarch. I took the Book of Shadows. Yes. Then Yes. Detect alignment. Ooh. You memorized it on the spot. Then you cast the ancient spell once used by the Death Knights of the Shadow Lord to subjugate and control the minds of his people. A spell that is, despite its first level, not learned by most clerics until they grasp the intricacies of higher tier casting. Everyone was left stunned by your excellence. To not only master such a spell, but to do it in seconds instead of days. That moment, it was yours. From that moment, you marked your place at the towers as the greatest spellcaster, the greatest talent among them all. However, as always, the weak fear the strong. That moment also began your outcastery. You would never be among them, never have peers. None would see you in any way as a brother or a comrade. A leader, an enemy, an obstacle, or their end. God, leader's so much responsibility, but I want to be their enemy or their end, so I guess I was an obstacle. You are. You shall continue to be. Your vision is blurry. It is filled by pages of that book. It's a good one, despite its religious fervor. As many say, the Shadow Lord was as much an early arcanist as he was greatest of walking gods. Guys, no one report the war crime. You know what's gonna get that war crime reported? You guys keep talking about the war crime. So shut it. Detect alignment. Yeah. Can I prepare that? I think Noki said I could prepare spells without needing to... No, I cannot. Okay, well, time to go. Oh boy. Well, I don't know how I get up here, unfortunately. Hmm. So, that bar is probably open now, right? And then there was this place that said it was open after sundown. No, I guess it's not sundown. Anything down here? Oh, there's... Yeah, can I get over there? How do I get up there? Oh, I gotta get past the griffin to get up there, but I need to speak with animals. I could go and, Cigaweed sounds like something an uwu person would say. Yeah. Get high on your cigaweeds. Oh yeah, what is the, what does this actually do? Minor charisma increase for a week? Drink that tomorrow morning. And here we go. Oh, +1 dexterity. Hell yeah. Just have that behind me. Yeah, nice. The movable rod. And this is wisdom and charisma. Oh, well, that's accessory. What is this? Intelligence, dexterity. I mean, my wisdom and charisma is okay already. Oh no, it's at -1 actually. Whereas if I have, where'd it go? Here, I have that on me. Charisma's even better, and wisdom's at least neutral. Shut up! What do you do? +1 intelligence. Advantage on esoteric events. Yeah. You're just dexterity. I'm fine with this. It takes me all the way back down there. Howdy, fellows. Anything over here? Nope. Okay, bye. Well, I'll be honest, I, thought I'd run into those guys whilst exploring. What? Oh, right, that's in here. Let me check the... I assume I don't need to do another long way to climb. Do I need to do this? Okay, I just, try so hard this time. Yeah, you take your first step onto the ladder. You are at the top of the ladder. That was another 5 EXP. There's that fucking lobster again. This fucking guy, I swear. Just some extra thick nothing. No, there was a, oh, what is it? There was the billboard with all the fucking things on it. Oh, didn't I find your friend? Hold on. Oh, hi. Door walks around nervously. Yeah, right by the main road. Oh! Perks up and glances towards Tolstad. I'll go look for her there. Thank you, Mr. Cleric. Curtsies and scurries off. Well, that was easy. I thought, like... Whatever. All right. Yeah, so there was a guy... There was something here that could, like... Yeah, okay, so... Not the grand opening. Not the green hammer. It's the owl, right? Okay, so these guys are the ones I need to go to fix my book. Okay. Were they the ones that are open at sundown, or are they different? Have I been in here? Out of service. Come back after midnight-ish. Okay, well. I can check the bars, I guess. Rifle through these barrels. Guess not. Okay. Gonna check the bar. Was it down here? No, it wasn't. Never mind. It was all the way up here. No, it wasn't. Definitely, it was all the way down here. There, Drunken Sphinx. Oh, wait, hold on. Opens at 1800. Ah, it's like 1719. Ugh. There was something that was going down at, like, the water lanes at 1700. Well, it's at 1700 to 1900. But, like, come on, man. Seriously, why is the bookbinder open at, like, midnight? That doesn't make any fucking sense. I doubt I'll get experience for using the ladder again. That feels a bit, you know, exploitable. And yet we have to do this every time? Yeah, okay. At the bottom of the ladder. I could just short rest, get rid of some exhaustion. Might be nice. Fucking crab. No one else to talk to around here. You're closed. This is the place that's, for some reason, yeah, opens at sundown. Hey, I figured out how to get up there, I guess. Or I could try to sneak past this Sphinx. Or just pet it. Might have some food to try and give it. Boy, nothing. You'd think there'd be something up here to sneak past it. I could talk to somebody to kill time. Who's there to talk to? Because the dwarf girl who was waiting for her friend was also like, gonna go to the water lanes. Water lanes are popular this time of year. What's that? Pipes connect to the vast sewer system. I guess I could try petting the griffin. What's it gonna do? Kill me? Probably. But, you know, that's part of the fun, isn't it? I could also try looting that fountain. Diving into a fountain for its money is, you know... They're speaking in tongues. Definitely a good idea, right? No one will look at me weird like. Wisdom. That's a terrible idea. Do you want to pet it, Snell? No. No, thank you. And seriously, be careful. I'm not cleaning up your guts if that thing skewers you. No, let's not. Fine, whatever. Pet? Oh. You go in and... Ah! A light tap. God damn it! You hear your companion yell, rushing down the street. Ow! 10 health! Come on! Stop killing me! Well, I got a nat 20, so there's no exhaustion for that, but fuck off, man! Ow! That's twice I've hit max damage. The bones in your body cracking. Yeah. Hard ground merging with your flesh. But you live. Plus an experience. Almost got it. Gods be damned. What were you thinking? You hear Snell yell at you as he comes running down the street. Gumball eventually makes it down to you, gasping for air. It's good you're alive, but seriously, isn't there saying about not waking a sleeping griffin? Don't do that again. Okay, I'm gonna eat some food. I'm gonna have some apples. Yum yum. And these this treat. Ooh, tasty, tasty. What's my health at? It does not say. 8 of 11. All right, I can live with I'm committing war crimes. I tried to pet a griffin and it flung me across the room. That's not a war crime. Ugh. Ellie, your man needs a dictionary. Guess I can go and talk to this guy until it's 1800, right? Well, am I going to learn anything from this dude? Maybe not. I'd like to talk to somebody I could learn something from. Let me try talking to the angel again. No war crimes. I'm not committing war crimes! I tried to pet a griffin and he flung me across the room. Nearly killed me. People seem to have a very bizarre definition of what a war crime is, if petting a griffin counts as a war crime. Woke up a mythical beast that has ability to level a town. A griffin does not have the ability to level a damn town. It's a griffin. What is this? Tree is rising. It's so of nature. You look up at the branches of a bracken tree. It stands tall in the garden, towering over you. It is majestic. Nature is reaching tall and deep. These roots grow below the city, nay, even the river. Your hands lay firmly on the bark. Good tree. I don't see a purpose for this. The wind causes the leaves to dance. Wait, it's beneath the branches, high above. Oh! Is that a hole in the bark? I have war criminal vibes. What do you mean I have war criminal vibes? Ron Flex, we gotta work on our vibes, man. Apparently we're war criminals. Which myth are we referring to with a griffin? The one from the Witcher books where there's just one parked its ass on a road and farmers can't go around it. Because it's just a normal ass bird creature thing. I like that Arg not only also... Well, there was no role for it. Arg tried to pet the thing before communicating with it, and it absolutely just tossed him across the room. Is that a hole in the bark? A hollow, just wide enough for your hand to get inside. Something glimmers up there. Treasure in a bird's nest. Yes, get up there now. It could cause great physical harm if you fell from that height. Oh, for God's sakes. And heights are scary. I gotta blow my nose. I made the mistake of having a drink on stream, and that just immediately stuffs my nose whenever I have to talk or do voices. Irish myths have Griffin destroyed a few towns. Well, good thing we're not Irish, huh? I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I suggest not doing that. Gotta climb the tree. Grab onto the trunk. Flung you too. Yeah, no. My point is you also tried to pet the griffin. And anyone who pets the griffin meets the same end, it seems. Pressing your entire body against the rough bark, you slowly make your way upwards. Go, go, go! Just a bit more. Please get down from there, cleric. That's a steep roll, guys. That is not in my favor. Let it ride! Fuck. 3. Wrapping your body around the trunk, you lift yourself up. The bark is rough enough for you to get pretty firm grip, despite the vertical nature of the feat you're attempting. You're eventually able to get it moved. Well, yeah, there's stuff over there. I either need to be good at sneaking around it or get speak with animals. 1 foot and hand movement after another, each holding on for dear life. You take a deep breath and reach up towards the upper branches. That's when you realize you're nowhere close to where you thought you were. Uh-oh. Grabbing onto the air is not a good idea as you fumble about. Suddenly, the world drops around you, your feet slip, and your soul falling into hell. There you go. 1 damage. Hit the ground. Something cracks, sending pain up your arm and leg. So, I've been attacked by a lobster, smacked by a griffin, and fell out of a tree. I am thriving right now. I'm the worst. Snell must be like, this fucking guy. He can read people. Read them like a book. Got a nat 20 investigating someone. Talk the ear off a scholar. Send him to do anything physical and he explodes. She towers over you, taunting you. You okay? I'm fine, thank you. Thought it'd be funny at first, but it'd be a bit too tragic if our only cleric died from climbing a tree, you know? I almost died to a fucking crab and griffin, alright? Anyway, let's get going now, okay? Yeah, alright. Bye, tree. Not even 5:30. Yeah, I never did figure out what to do with that contract. I want to rat them out. Not until I've spoken with the Coin Lord. Coin Lord's daughter seems to have fucked off. Yeah. Money. You got anything new to say, little tiny demon man, who's also a lawyer, apparently? There is a way to get speak with animals? Almost certainly. I assumed there was. Right now, my plan is, once the fucking bookshop is open at sundown, whenever that is, I'm gonna go and fix my damn book, and hopefully speak with animals is in there. This is about alignments. Tiny demon lawyer. Yeah. The overrules of morality. Norvik does not moralize over alignment, officially. Though to most of the city-states across the coast. But why? Look, really, I'm no expert. If you want one of those, I suggest heading down the water lane. The Scholar Appledent has an office there. He'll be sure to indulge you. Believe me. Alright, well, he's got nothing new. That's not how you got it, but that might be a way to get it. Well, good thing you know better than to back seat, so I can just, play my own way. Tucked away bird's nest. You see a bird's nest nestled on the edge of a protruding tile stone. Got some eggs in it. As you spot something shiny below as well, it appears unguarded. Must be a gull's nest. Scary beasts, those gulls, but whoever made this nest isn't around. Could you imagine the goodies could be worth a climb? With the cantrip Mage Hand, you can easily grab the contents of this nest from a comfortable distance. Where can I get Mage Hand? You used to have a version of your own memorized. It was lost in the river. Drat. However, there are ways of restoring the memorization of the cantrip. You'll need a source, perhaps in a library. If you had time for a trip to the towers, that would be ideal, but alas, you'll have to make do. Perhaps the esoteric books found in the Lich House could be of use. Alright, well that's them saying what is that? Hold on. Oh. What is this? Oh. Money. Oh no. Don't slip. The walkway does not follow the Safety Council standards. It's not a walkway, it's a wall. Constitution. This takes gut. Wonder if, like, a Leisure Suit Larry game, you can actually, like, walk too close to the edge and just fall off. Cool that they put that there. Kind of weird that it was just, like, $4. And I don't care about the incense. Nothing more I can do with you? About the rally. It's said all this already. Good luck with that. It seems like there's something else I could do because it's lit up. About the rally. Make a decision? What do the brutes say? Situation's on a blade's edge. Taunt him, see if you can get him to act, or you can try and reason with him. Till him believe. I mean, I guess this is an option, but, like, I want him to have the rally. Your men are in the right. She laughed at you. She's technically right, but morally wrong. I guess that is true. Yeah, well, fucking freestriders. The dwarves start grumbling. You can see a falter in Asfa's expression. The dwarf can be negotiated with now, but it helps if he sees you as an ally. Hey, what do you expect me to do? These boys are counting on me. Leave them be. No. You must show them the truth. As terrible it is, leaving is best option for these poor activists. Go ahead, they're not dumb. Snell whispers to you. They'll listen, just talk. Okay, well. Snell will assist. You stood up for him, asked Braxo for advice. Okay, the DC is 2. With a +2, only because I'm exhausted. This is a 0-effort decision. So really, I guess it's in his best interest to leave. If I get a 1 on this, 10 gifted subs. Okay, look at that. Look at that. You search the possible things you could say to narrow it down. The dwarf is clearly a sensitive situation. He needs to appear a strong leader, one standing against tyranny. You must show that you are on his side in this battle against oppression. This cause will be better off with you as a free man. That's true. As the dwarves... Snell is saying this? Snell steps in. Ahem. As the dwarves listen to your words, some of them are scoffing. Snell steps in. Look, he's a city schemer like any other, but right now he's talking sense. What do you mean? I'm Asgalian. Surprisingly enough, you see thoughts starting to swirl behind the dwarf's dark eyes. He turns to his companions and raises his hand. Boys, we're leaving. Disgruntled as they are, none of them complain too much as they pack up their tools and grab their green banner. Forcing you off as Alphaz gives you a stern look. Okay. You're a strange lad, but I see you're nothing like her. If you want to do some real good on Tolstad, then join us. Find us down on the crossing. Okay. Well, we made some progress there. Talk to the orc. I will do that, actually. Oh, whoa. They have to hammer. A weapon? Behold! Nails beware. +1 constitution. Tell me I can have that as a weapon. Nice. All right. So anyway, I can talk to them at the crossing now, I guess, which I assume is up north or either down at Waterlanes, one or the other. Ahem. I have to say, with all due respect, well done. Right, the dwarves. Completed. I think I finally completed an actual quest. Oh yes, I saw the whole thing. The whole thing. So that's how you handled them, by resolving it with a few kind words. Won't say that's not impressive on its own, human. You said what you had to make things happen. Easy. He was in his right to be here. I want that on record. I've yet to be convinced. They'll destroy you. Yeah, that's what you tell people. You're an evil bitch. Money means nothing in the end. None of these are like... These are the arguments you make when you just want to argue. Maybe not money means nothing. That's more philosophical. But the Asgals will destroy you and you're an evil bitch. Those aren't arguments. Those are just things you say to the enemy. Not everyone is your enemy. One day you'll understand. We'll see about that. Good day, cleric. That wasn't very smooth of you. Yeah, well, she's rough. What can I say? He clicks his tongue once, and it's just the two of you left in the square. Don't like this. It's trouble. Bunch of trouble. I also want to avoid talking to Appleton, because I gave him a voice very similar to Snell, and I don't want to slip back into it. 1740. All right, let's go down to the waterways. Whoa. Oh, I've never been into the temple, have I, actually? Hold on. I don't think I ever went in here. No, I didn't. Well, there's some stuff to do, I guess. The election looms. 4 days remaining. Ooh. Oh, it's that fucking lobster again. You son of a bitch! What's with the damn lobsters? They go far below the city. Okay. At the dungeon. What? Well, that's interesting. This guy is called the Duck. Awesome. Yeah, that makes sense. That's about right. Howdy, stranger. A dark iron can of a man sits alone on the temple steps. His face obscured, an axe in front of him, strapped to his back. Thick axe, heavy. I have some questions, good knight. The helmed head is slumped downwards slightly. Is he asleep? Hello? No response. Hello? Metallic scraping noise fills your ears. The knight is moving ever so slightly. His head turns. Your name. Soldier. His voice echoes out in the open chamber. Oh, my name's Ragan. Oh. Right. I don't know who the guy is I have to tell to go fuck himself then, but I'll find him. Trust me. I am Ragan. Knight's head slumps once again. Speak your mind, soldier. Are you Lord Gorm? No. Was hoping you would be. Damn. Who are you? The Duck. Excuse me. I am the Duck. That's wild. Proud of your name. How do I open the gate? Why are you loitering here? How do I open the gate downstairs? I have the key. Oh! May I have it? No. You are too weak for that. The man is correct. You need to get back your strength first. City below is dangerous. Yeah, I know. You should make sure you prepare properly. Uh-huh. Maybe if somebody didn't, I don't know, fucking trick me into going down there with a pipe. Perhaps make sure to recuperate enough. Yeah, well. It's embarrassing you have not already returned to your former state of esoteric mastery. The city below. It is darkness incarnate. Do not tread without care. You never do. Where'd you get the cool armor? I won't tell anyone. You feel invalid next to this man. You must learn from his ways. Have a firm discussion about masculinity. I don't fucking care. Whom do you serve? I serve. Yes? Once again, he turns to look at you, the darkness in his helmet seeming to reach out towards you. As if grabbing at the very air, you feel everything growing cold. I serve nothing. $16 for a pound of cherry tomatoes, a pound of mini peppers, a tub of whipped cream cheese, and the veggies were both on sale. Clover, we're talking to the Duck, okay? Can you relax? What do you know about the tea shop? Not much. He'll talk? Why? Not like you can threaten him exactly. Maybe a man dressed as yellow? He goes silent for a while. A man passed through the halls below. Civilians do not pass there. Past the crypt's entrance through the goblin's domain into the southern caverns. That's the Flip Caverns, where gravity is reversed below the city. What? The Flip, a popular tavern on the border between housing and the palace. It is built around an old temple with a stable esoteric pocket inside, one that causes the upper half of the chamber to be gravity flipped. It's quite cool to dine on the ceiling. Huh. The Palace, an unofficial nickname for the current rulers of Norvik, named after the Palace district in which most central authority resides. How do I get to the city below? The goblins. Use the passage below Viskin's lair. Right, the staircase by the apples where you woke up. Oh yeah, that's where that dumped out. There are many ways down, but the passage and chamber where you woke up, that'd be a good place. That is the safest path. A man? Dark hair, silk clothes, headwear. Dressed in yellow. Sounds like Rhodesian nobility merchant type. This is great, thank you. Uh, see anything suspicious before the explosion? No. Got it. Other questions. What's with the ballot boxes? Election. Who are you voting for, my good knight? I'm going to vote Asgallism. Become even more of an Asgallist for choosing political stand. Yay. It stirs. The silence tells you nothing of life, nor the humanish experience. Other questions. Ahem. Why are you here? I am not. Oh. What are you doing then? I am on my off hours. Speaks as though he's reading from a script. Squint to glare at him. You earth folk, just sitting here in a temple. I too would like to hang out on the steps of a temple. Can I hang out with you? You absolutely thought you said in chat you want tomatoes, but didn't want to go downstairs to get them? You texted that to your sister. Yeah, no, you just at some point said, but I shall be back. But I shall be back. And I was like, okay, I guess she'll be back. I am busy. I don't have the time. Your manhood is infinitely tiny in comparison. I don't care, strength. Shut up. Anyway, cool guy. What's all this then? Is it 800? Yeah, it's 1800. What's all this then? Giant wood carving of earth. I already learned about prayer of healing. Finally, we can fucking go to the bar or something. Jesus. Go down to the waterways. Something was there and disappeared. It was there and it disappeared. Wait a minute. There's something watching me that is disappearing. It's very unsettling. Yep, there it went. There it went again! It's like I come on screen and it's just disappearing. Nathan's here, but oddly quiet. Probably just has me on in the background. Like, I walk on screen, look over here. There it goes! Whatever it fucking... There you... What, you can... Oh, it's the gnomes. I think it's one of the gnomes I saw in the trash can. Because when they're off screen, they come in, and then I pop in, and they just disappear. Yeah, it's one of the gnomes from the trash can. Okay, that's what those are. Anyway, pub's open. In we go. The Drunk Sphinx. Yo, they got a fucking boombox. Holy shit. Yo! We got a Sphinx! She drunk or what? We got a goblin asleep on the table. Hell yeah. Alright, I like this joint. A jukebox. Your eyes take in the enticing green glow of the diskettes. Their presence lights up the night in glorious rhythm. Oh, hell yeah, now we're talking. So many nights spent looking over the track lists. Just don't think about the time they threw you out for playing DSL 15 times in a row. Dylan's Last Stand, a classic dive bop that got real popular around the time you were born. All the Rhodesian players know it. All right, chat, we thinking Highland Fling, Act 1, Scene 7, Interlude, Let the Chains Be Dust, Hill Waltz, or are we checking other buttons? The Sphinx or Snell? Well, I gotta talk to the Sphinx. I'm a person, listen. At my heart, I'm a personality man, Clover, so... Snell, Goblin Queen, number 1. Snell, close second. Sphinx, unknown. We gotta speak to the Sphinx. Act 1, Scene 7, all right. A crystal connected to the speaker system touches the stone surface and the music begins to play. This sucks. Respectfully, this is terrible. This ain't much better. Press one of them and the mechanic it doesn't activate. Jagged movement indicates the deeper sprongles have been broken off. Not the sprongles. Alright, we'll try Hill Waltz, I guess. I actually liked it before the strings started up. It's alright. It's the least objectionable. Can't really hear it much over stream. Yeah, it's also quiet is the thing. They're doing an effect to make it sound like it's coming from the jukebox. I'll just turn a damn thing off. Oh. Stop the playback. There you go. Oh yeah, the game is a little quiet looking at my audio. That should be better. But yeah, no, it's not better than just the music that's already in the bar. Who's this guy? Yo, it's a goblin. Raz Bow for hire, alright? Nice. Finally a charisma check. I'm good at these. Neutral, evil, rogue. He wants to kill you. What? There's a massive unregulated confidant, highly problematic goblin supremacist. Oh. He will not debate you on it. He doesn't see you as worthy of being alive. Oh. A focused killer. His body count must be in the hundreds. The type of man who wishes for nothing but the destruction of humanity. The Earth folk especially, and the downfall of the invading species upon the shores of Ascani. The more you stare into the deranged eyes of his, the more you understand. He is not full of hatred from some idealistic vision of the future. He does not view the future of Ascani as a goblin paradise. All he wants, entirely due to personal vendetta fueled by sociopathy, is to erase humans from existence. Cool! Howdy, stranger, what's up? A scent of smoke fills your helmet as you approach the hooded goblin. Takes a drag from his pipe, his face illuminated. Didn't I see you at the pillar crossing? The goblin does not reply. Looks to Snell with a foul frown. See you getting more cran by the day. Fuck you. Keep staring at him. Hear him clear his throat. I suggest bothering someone else. Human. You know this guy, Snell? Sure, that's Raz. Ignore him, he's not interesting. Hooded goblin lets out a cloud of smoke. Listen to your pet, cleric. What was that? You say something, Raz? He scoffs at Snell's question. I feel like there's some tension here. Both of them quietly glare at each other. Who are you voting for in the election? None of your fucking business, human. Okay, look sad. Yeah, know your place. Hear him chuckle. Fucking asshole. Just glass him. All right, well, I asked him the important questions. I see it's time to get out of here. Who's this? Smarter Thangu. Is there a dumber Thangu? Fuck. Oh, okay. No, it's fine. It's actually goblin, not much. Damn it. That wasn't helpful at all. None of this is... Fuck. Hey, what's up? The goblin glances at you. Smarter? Smell? Don't cause any trouble. Okay. Snell motions for both of you to leave the guy alone. One of your cousins. Something like that. The two of you take a step away. Snell sighs. Smarter's a notorious pickpocket. Don't let him get too close. Ah, you should learn from him. So he's a goblin. He's a common thief, eh? Rubs his eyes. No, look, I'm talking real actual pathological kleptomania case. Oh, I see. Oh, it's a play on smarter than you. I see. Because I'm very dumb. This is what talking to me is like. Which part? like, can't keep his hands away from pocket type deal. Excuse me, Smarter. Except Smarter, he fails every single time, hurting himself in the process. Oh. Yeah. I don't think he's ever gotten away with anything, so be careful around him. I don't want him hurting himself again. Know your place? Oh, when I'm talking to Penn, yeah. Know your place, Penn. Let's not stick around then. Okay. Let us behold. Apparently I can't behold it. Oh, right. Behold! Oh. I've beholded Miss Nearly already. But I can try again. No, I can't. That was worse. Okay, so, what's this? A donation plate. Oh. Goblin glances at you, approach the bowl. I want to donate crowns because she's cute. And also I like the music. You do? How much? Don't go overboard. She's an artist. They're rich. All right, shut up, you. But also, like, I need money to fix my book, so I'll throw just one. You know, that's just appropriate. That's appropriate. How generous. She doesn't acknowledge it. Rude! I mean, again, that's just appropriate. You're bare minimum. I'm not thrilled. I want to impress all adorable goblin women, but I need my money. How much do I have anyway? 90. Okay, maybe I could have afforded to throw a little more in there. But I need to get my book fixed, and I don't know how much that is. So, oh, is this yeah, this is Vera. Any better? No. Boy, I cannot get better. Hey, Vera, what's up? It'll be something akin to 1,000 a month. Standard fare, really? Oh. Oh, she's got hooves and horns. All right, so... Listen, I know I explained earlier I'm a personality guy. I can tell her personality is, like, rocketing her to the top of the list, though. Rick's Biter, local taverner. I'm in love? Yeah. Kite is in the other room. Duh. Obviously, all my proprietary deals would have to be included in that. Obviously. Which would make it more akin to double that price at least. Yorkwoman places her cup on the counter and leans forward. We hope you'll consider it. The fiendish woman, fiendishly cute, behind the counter gives a wide, sharp grin. Beer turns to leave and almost walks right into you. Whoops. Cleric, lovely to see you again, but I can't stop to chat. Do swing by the water lanes later, would you? That's the plan. As York steps past you and leaves the tavern, look over at the woman behind the bar. She locks eyes with you while putting away the Orc's cup. Now I can talk to her, or the Sphinx, or that barrel. Behold! Fuck! Okay, good enough. Demon, entrepreneur, money, money, money. Oh, so this is just Kaida. No wonder I'm in love. This is what you get when the pragmatism of devilhood mixes with the dexterity of human-ish fingers. A mint-making, crown-conscientious capital creator of the highest class. Entrepreneurship is about distribution. It's about seeing through the common clay and figure and hacks of reality. It's like magic, really, except it works on scale. Hello. Behind the counter stands a woman of fiendish origin. Focused on filling up one of the taps, she immediately stops when she notices you approach. A tiefling. Welcome to the Drunk Sphinx. What a... My good lord, a cleric. How lovely to see the city stop by. She gives you full attention. Name's Rick Spider. I'll be serving you tonight. The woman is a perfect hub of information. Pick her brain. You immediately ask about that. I want to pick your brain. That can help me in my quests. Move on. I want to pick your brain. That could be arranged. I'll pick it real good. Thank you, that's very kind. I know, I've got a big heart. The biggest. I am the cleric. The cleric, oh my. Cleric in you stirs with quiet confidence. Aren't you a catch? Wow. I mean, she's a bartender, so fair enough, but flirt? You're a tavern owner. Sure. If there's anything I can do for you, just ask. I know more than most in this sprawling city of ours. The city is not hers. We all share this place, as much hers as it is yours. Oh, Snell, she exclaimed. She noticed him at the counter. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Want something to drink? I'm on the clock. He nods to you. Oh, you're the escort. I'm bad at interpreting what's flirting. What do you mean? That's not how I'd phrase it, but sure. She'll have to stick a sharp finger in your face. Don't get Snell into too much trouble, you hear. He's already grumpy enough as it is. Two of them clearly share a past, an enemies to lover kind of way. Only without the lovers part. So, yeah, real quick, what's up with the Sphinx? Oh, that's Ulzis, great gal. She's a gynosphinx. Why not girlnosphinx, huh? I'm an ally. Cake Girl flirts with you. She's been here since, like, early Gate era. But good luck getting more out of her, more than that out of her. She always drink this much? Yeah, she's the only reason this place stays open. She lets us all hang around her sacred chamber. In return, I get her pumped up on some river wine. Cost-wise, it's not much worse than a regular city rent. That's actually great. I love shit like that. There's a gag in the first Witcher book where Dandelion is telling Geralt how monster hunters like him aren't really a thing anymore because society has moved on. His examples include that their pipers used to be a thriving industry because, you know, there were rats everywhere, so the pipers would come and get rid of the rats. Then someone found out you could just domesticate a weasel, which is cheaper and doesn't sleep with your daughter. And suddenly, Piper, not a job anymore. Another example is that there's a troll who's, you know, guarding a bridge and you gotta pay the toll. And Geralt goes to the town and he's like, hey, for a fee, I'll kill that troll. And they're like, no. He keeps the bridge fixed really, really great. And his toll, way cheaper than hiring a crew to come out and fix the bridge. That thing breaks every flooding season. That guy doing a great service. Love that dude. And it's like, oh. The Sphinx? Yeah, we hang out in the Sphinx's chamber and just pay her in booze. That's pretty much about the same as rent. And it's a cool-ass bar, so... Hell yeah! I love shit like that. When, like, monsters and mythos are incorporated into everyday life, it's so good. All right, will Penguin get better news Friday? Almighty coin. Yes! All right, Penguin, good news. Great news! You're getting better news Friday! And my voice is cracking. That's also great news. What do you know about the tea shop? It blew up. People keep saying that. Right? Very strange. It's a quick shrug. Wasn't here. Not usually on Tolstad over noontime. More of a night gal, obviously. So I'm not much help, sadly. I've just heard the regular. But I can recommend talking to the kid at the kiosk upstairs. His brother comes in here often and I overheard him talk about it. Yeah, I spoke with Arn. Great. Hope you didn't scare him too much. Kidding. He will not explain the news until you get the desired outcome. Good stuff. Tell me about the owner. Drummer? He's a real piece of work. Like, I'm impressed he kept the tea shop afloat for so long, but... Look, I just know the rumors, Kay? I love rumors. He leans in with a smirk. Same. Drummer kept the tea shop full of Asgalis, mostly young ones, but supposedly he's working with the Freestriders on the side. Like some kind of spy. Can you imagine? Where do you think he's at? Well, I remember him mentioning something about an escape plan one time. Really? That sounds extremely relevant. The bird was drunk, okay? Muttered something about covering every liability. And how his escape plan was... Look, I thought it was a bad joke. But he said, from what I can recall, his plan was to sneak into a crate and ship himself to the Reeds. Oh, we gotta tear these docks apart, baby. We gotta tear these fucking docks apart. Idiotic. You'd have to survive for a week in a tiny, cramped space. Some bird folk can survive months without sustainment, however. Their sustenance, however. And if he had friends on board, they could just let him out after they passed immigration control. This bird's smarter than I thought. I mean, I'm sure it's happened at some point, historically. Drunken ramblings, but if I were you, I'd check Waterlane. That's it for now. Searching for a paladin. Don't expect to find much. Haven't seen Lord Gorm for weeks. What does he look like? Big guy, Earthguard-like outfit, but with more gold. Not the type you'd like to arm wrestle. Other than that, green eyes, blonde long hair. Fancy nobleman armor. Got it. Know where I can find him? There are all kinds of rumors, cleric. Either he's cracked under the pressure and started living as a fisherman, or beggar on Waterlane. Or he's dead in the tunnels below, fighting undead abominations. Or he jumped a ship to Muletown. Maybe Lord Gorm wants to head to the Infinite Wastes through Toll's Pass. Either way, I don't think you're going to find him, cleric. Maybe there's some clues as to his fate somewhere in Tolstad. Who knows? Who are you voting for? That's a cheeky question. No, it's not. See, that's what it's like talking to me. That's a cheeky question. No, it's not. Yeah, no, it's not. That's subjective. I agree. She looks confused for a moment before continuing. That's a cheeky question. No, it isn't. That's subjective. Yes, it is. She clearly loves to talk about her own thoughts and opinions for days. Oh, I would be so in love with this woman. So, Ariana thought about voting for the agricultural party. They had big focus on small business owners. That's me. But obviously they moved over to a bigger working class focus and are now completely swallowed by Asgalism. Would be? Well, she's fictional, Clover. You may... Little bit of breaking the magic here. She's not actually real. So I'm leaning towards the Free Striders. They want to build up the economy and increase trade, which would directly make my life easier. Plus, it's hard to ever vote for nationalists, because they suck ass. They want my kind to be a second-class citizen. See? And the Free Striders let you buy your way into first class, or what? Just gives a little half smirk. Something like that. Why not vote green? Fuck fascism. Well, yeah. She enthusiastically meets her hand in a satisfying smack. Hot shit! Hell yeah. Hell yeah! See? Why not vote green? Holds up her hand and gives you an incredulous look. I like to keep my profits, duh. Your companion scoffs. Oh. Yeah, what is it? Now that I find myself with money, suddenly conservative viewpoints make a lot more sense, is the argument. Yeah. Ain't it the way it goes? That's enough politics. Okay. Hey, at least she's honest about it. Normally I don't give a shit, but tell me about yourself. Please dive in. Anything in particular you'd like to know? Business, demon, devil, fiend. How'd you end up here? What's your mother's maiden name? Only with selfish people? Yeah. Listen, she owns a bar and has to keep a sphinx drunk. I understand wanting her to keep money, but she definitely has the vibe of doesn't understand exactly what she's voting for. Like, you said you supported the small business, the agricultural group that got swallowed up by the Green Party in-game, not in the real world. But you're not going to vote for the Green Party because you'd instead want to go with the large business owners. Who are about buying your way into, like, power. Are you a small business owner who's struggling to get by, or are you a thriving business owner who just wants to keep her money? Like, I'm not quite getting the vibe on that one. Mother's maiden name. Am I allowed to say that? Isn't that a curse thing? Like knowing the true name of a devil or something? No, it's a name your mother-in-law you should keep secret. Really? No idea. I'm making this up. All right, well, let's just move on. I'll keep it a secret just in case. She winks at me. Oh, God. Temporary embarrassed billionaire, exactly. How'd you end up here? Long story. Oh, God. Okay, but sure, as I'm sure you've got better things to do. Essentially, families from Hazy was born in Vorgeni, raised in reeds during the worst revolution. God, how has it been 2.5 hours of this game already? It does not, it feels like I just started. I love this game. Left my family behind and came here to start new. Now I'm building business left and right. Askan's a wonderful land full of promise. I love it here. She leans in and smirks. Thanks so much for taking an outcast like myself, cleric. She's hitting on you. Hit back! I punch her. Ha! I do not answer for the Visa and Immigration Guild. You're welcome, citizen. I flirt back. Yes! Yeah, I think I gotta get an Okage tattoo and then probably this. I want all of my tattoos to be like... I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm in that era where I want tattoos. And, like, I'm good with video game references. I really like the charisma design where it's the face, but it's got armor and the hand beneath it and another one raising the coin. Like, ah! I really, really like this design for charisma. Anyway. Impossible! You do not find her. Shut the fuck up! Boo! The red one is correct, but still, boo. What is my type? Too big of a question to ask while you're awkwardly staring at this horned woman. Don't call her that. Why am I failing all of these? It means to reduce a person to however horny they might appear. That's not... Whatever, just say something. You've been staring at her silently for like 15 seconds now. Ugh. Can I try again? Yes. Ugh. Did I compliment the horns? Say something. Oh, okay. It was like fighting against yourself. Wouldn't know. I don't normally have to fight against myself. I just let it ride. You're welcome. Maybe I can be flirty with this. You're welcome, citizen. I am. Shows sharp teeth and a bright smirk. God! Ah! I better be gay. That's the only excuse for not being attracted to this. No more personal questions. Too bad. Oh, God, I love her. It's all for now. Ugh. Ugh. So, let's get a load of the Sphinx, eh? Well, a 10 would have been nice. Thousands of years spent guarding a hole in reality. Remember, her perception is beyond your ability to conceive. For her, a day is a fleeting moment, unless you make it memorable. Alright, we're gonna fuck the Sphinx. Oh, lol. Watch this be what he's attracted to. Yeah, I'm not into the horned tiefling woman. Cause I'm all about that Sphinx! What? Yeah! Oh, okay. Loud and proud, I guess. A lull falls out of the ambient cheer. Just a beat of uncertainty as this cleric steps before the tavern's singular attraction. Excuse you, the bartender? Rick's biter? This happens all the time. Visitors come to gawk and stare, some brave ones to speak with her. The lady of the house, our most delightful host. Probably wants to hug the Sphinx and brush her hair. I don't think that's a good idea. Well, you know, make that decision after you talk to her. I like that everyone in this game seems to have a big nose. It's nice, nice touch. But no, she's cute. Towering, you stare at this somewhat feline creature up on the stage, a living myth, currently taking a swig out of a barrel, clearly not paying you any mind. The scent of cheap wine lingers in the air along with the esoteric sensation. Gyno Sphinx is not to be trifled with. Her physical characteristics are enough to crush everything that is you. Can she do it sooner? Like... However, she will not have to raise a paw for her magical prowess, could exile you from yours realm in an instant. Okay, I'd rather the crushing, though. Tread carefully. Your legs tremble. Greetings! Sphinx looks down at you, meeting her glowing blue gaze makes you feel like you're falling far below the world. Her expression turns dark. She scrunches that pretty face of hers. Oh, shit, so I am into the Sphinx. Dark tidings bring you to the hearth. She speaks low and rolling. You'd expect her to act a bit drunker considering the empty barrels to her side. Then again, who knows how well Sphinx holds her liquor? A helmed dog dragging its leash around the vestiges of yore. She extends a claw, thick as your arm, and pokes you in the stomach. Woof. No, it's whiff. Damn. Woof. Her expression grows lighter, then she lets out a deep breath. Smells like an old basement full of booze. So our joke only works once, so no barking. It did seem like a one-time joke, if I'm being honest, yeah. You want her attention, you must do something remarkable. Takes another sip from the barrel, not looking at you. Watch yourself, cleric. All this is not one for idle chit-chat. You know the Sphinx. Shakes his head. Every night is drunk jackass that asks for a riddle. She usually doesn't hurt them. Why am I British now? I cannot get a consistent voice for this guy. Every night there's a drunk jackass that asks for a riddle. She usually doesn't hurt them. It's fine, Snell. I can handle the creature. Point at the Sphinx head. I'll be careful. Wise words. I'm not good at riddles. Depends on the riddle. I like riddles. My D&D players do not like riddles. I'll give them what I think is a very easy riddle, and then 10 minutes later, I'll be like, I'll just tell you the answer. It's written on that dead guy who you missed before. Or I make the riddle way too easy and they get it instantly. Ahem. I wish to prove myself. Worthy, little one? Worthy how? So those are really my only two options, huh? Never mind, I have some questions, though. Massaclaw taps in boredom. Then ask, see if you can spark my interest. Who are you voting for? I'm not. Oh, that you're not apolitical, are you? Why? I cannot leave to vote, I am afraid. Even if it were my business to leave an imprint on the affairs of mortals. If you could leave to vote, who would you vote for? I don't know. Claw. What would you have me vote for if you were in my shoes? Asgalis. Fair and equitable. A bunch of failed revolutionaries will surely be the best choice to safeguard the future. Yeah. Keep aligning yourself as Asgalist. Gives you a knowing smile. Good to know. Attempt to flirt. Oh, so I actually am into the Sphinx. The reason I'm not into the Tiefling is because I'm into the Sphinx. Wow. That's a massive swing in the other direction for my guy. Didn't think that's how that was going to shake out. We'll get to that, don't worry. Wait, no, about the tea shop. It startled me, which is not an easy thing to do. I'd imagine you're quite close to it. Yes, an explosion like that has not been felt in this place for decades at least. Boo! Understandable. Yes, it reminded me of our darkness, or what your people call the Fade era. It was a time just before I was tasked with guarding this vault. Then, the Maluska Tulin cattle often bargained with me for divine knowledge and assistance. I liked those snails. They were good company. I was saddened when their city melted under Asuth's fire. The crackling of those flames, the terrible forces that ruined everything in its path. Flames of many colors. Those thoughts stirred in me when I felt that explosion. Old magic. The explosion was old magic. Flames of many colors. Do you think it was dragonfire? No, I do not. It was much too concentrated of a blast. Besides, a dragon large enough to cause such destruction would surely not be capable of sneaking away without a single witness. Then we use fireball. I've seen more than a fair share of those in my time. Seems like everyone uses it. A third-level fireball would not come close to that kind of power. What about a higher-level fireball? It would have to be very high. So who knows, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. Flames of many colors. Blue, yellow, and purple. It is said if you can see purple, it will be the last thing you do. Either from blinding or merciful death. Ah, I see. Well, that's all for now. Thank you. 9th level fireball. What if I ask about a different spell? Any other spells? Destructive spells come in all shapes and sizes, little one. But there's a saying among arcanists that any spell made to cause damage is just fireball in different clothing. Oh shit, Clover's an arcanist? Interesting. Not what I would have guessed for her to be in this game. Prismatic spray. Nah, it's just fireball in different clothing. What do you mean? So who knows, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. What's with the door behind you? Nothing. Well, it's clearly something. How perceptive of you, little one. He holds up a paw as if presenting a prize. Behind me lies but one divine vault of many. Lowers her head slightly to a tiny bow. I am its protector. It's not really more complicated than that. Oh. So, Ronflex. Ah, he's like my Snell. That is a lovely shade of fur you have. You're a very impressive creature, you know that? Mm-hmm. Taps her claw. Where are you going with this little one? Oh boy. Get ready to run! Yeah, this might be a bad idea. Ahem! You want to get mazed? This is how you get mazed. I don't know what mazed is. The goblins frame the concept of being magically transported into an endless prison. Whoo! That's a... Ooh, that's a high... Maybe one day. Maybe come back to that one. Maybe another time. Maybe another time. You need nat 20 for that? If I can get charisma high enough, then maybe it's possible. I'd have to not be exhausted. I'd need plus 11 for it to even matter, though. Which is so ungodly high. Yeah, you pretty much need a nat 20. Never mind. All right, little one. I assume you simply coughed very loudly. So I can't flirt with the bartender because I'm not attracted to her, but I want to bang the Sphinx, but I'm too much of a coward to shoot my shot. Great. Ugh. Well, dusk of day one. Huh. It's like the tavern cleared out a bit. The pickpocket went on his merry way. That's on the player. It's on the character. That's on the character. The character isn't attracted to the incredibly gorgeous and wonderful tiefling, but wants to bang the Sphinx. That's not me. That's him, the cleric. Being a coward? Oh, well. I guess that part is technically on me, although there's an argument to be made for self-preservation rather than cowardice. An old well. Well. Approach the well. A very deep well. Jump! Is this a wishing well? No. Which shows the, greatest night in all of Ascani. Nothing happens. Well, you look at that. That must mean you're already the greatest knight, right? He's making fun of you. Look down. You see only darkness. I'm good. Do I jump in the well? Nah. I called it cowardice. Yeah, I did. I'm just gonna give you 10. That was impressive. $10 crowns. Good amount. Oh, Thanks, cleric. Well. Yeah, that was just cool. Hope it's not too expensive to fix my damn book. Otherwise, that's gonna be an issue. Alright. So, I should be able to fix my book at this point. And I think, yeah, there should be a bunch of shit happening. Oh, there is a bunch of shit happening. Like, I know these guys. That's the dwarf and the woman that was putting up flyers, and that might be the paladin I'm looking for, honestly, with a spooky friend over there. Let's go to the bookstore first. Approach the door. Bookbinder, you got bookbinder, you got business here. I have a deep love for books now. That's fun. Didn't expect that considering you're kind of a bumbling idiot. I'm not a big reader myself, but I indulge occasionally. You sound surprised. That's rude. Very rude. Be offended. I'm professional and highly esoterically minded cleric. What kind of wizard would this guy? You can read? Rogue. How is that rude? I guess it's a failure, isn't it? Rogue. What? Rogue. I'm sorry? Rogue. I'm a rogue. I didn't ask. Well, maybe we shouldn't just stand here talking in front of the shop. We're not gonna be leaving. A pair of large yellow eyes is glaring at you. Heyo. Is this pest control? That's Cuckoo Lift. No. Oh. I suppose kosher and slit the door as they do. A brush of gray feathers pokes out. Bird folk. A cleric? Yeah, duh. I'm a cleric. Others starting to notice cleric in your step. Yay. I didn't want to be a cleric because then I'd be offended by him, and I didn't want to be offended. Birdman behind the door ruffles his feathers. Shenyalon is my name. If you are not pest control, I need nothing from you. I have a ruined prayer book. Can you fix it? Prayer book, yes. I've seen quite a few. Drop it inside. I will check a look. Alright, drop it in. Yes, horrible saltwater, left swollen. You could have avoided the worst of this if the drying process had been handled better. I'll rebind this foul mess for you. How much will it cost? We will see. It depends on the process. I will need guidance or direction of the rebuilding. Spell inside. Lost, however. Damn it! Style of formatting can be saved. Using my skills, I can aim at something from the towers, which would be the most similar to the original work. I could also focus on rebinding it to the style of druidic leisure. Forbidden magic? Isn't that illegal? Hence the name. You know, druidic stuff, if you work on clerical stuff, an intelligence upgrade, a wisdom upgrade, or a charisma upgrade full of forbidden magic. Chat, don't fucking narc. That I will do. Return tomorrow, not while the sun rises. I am either resting or working intensely during those hours. So I gotta... Why do people need to smoke weed every night? Because they like having a good time. Anything else you want, or will you leave me to my work? Thank you for your time. So I get my prayer book tomorrow? On a Thursday? Wow, Clover hates people having a good time. What a fascist. We know who she's voting for in the upcoming election. Am I right, fellow Asgalians? Rolo Malik. Damn it. All right, well, he's Rolo Malik. Whoops, I could retry this one. Right, I got a very bad one on Asgal Modisa. Hey, much better. Her brash exterior is no fakery. It is her heart worn on each of her sleeves. Responsibility, that is the weight she feels weighing upon her shoulders. Modissa does not see herself, her ego, as having any greater mission. Rather that meaning has been transposed from others. Her mentor, her friends, but most importantly, her ideology. All right, then. So, word with her. A tense scene. All right, so we've got loser guy, loser guy, loser guy, maybe a goth woman, and 3 women. Gee, I wonder who Token's gonna side with. Look at this fucking prick. Oh, a cleric! Just in time. 4 young guys, each looking a bit nervous, except the angry-looking blonde kid. We've confiscated the illegal goods, he says and bows his head. For the city! He's a kid, he's not a smoker. What am I doing? Ahem. 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 We confiscated the illegal goods for the city. How's it going, Earth Niece? Earth Niece? One of the kids. Earth Niece. Niece? Whatever. Pointed the lanky-looking kid trying to cast a cantrip. Hey, stop that. Freezes and gives the blonde kid a nervous look. Oh, sorry, cleric. I'm Rolo. Rolo Malak at your service. Behind me are Earth Nisa, Sten Buskin, and Tully. We're members of the Norvican Resistance, a movement to... You're thieves. Ignorant book burners. The girl adjusts her spectacles and straightens her back. Okay, well, hey, I'd be on the side of the non-book burners regardless, so... With all due respect, Mr. Cleric, don't believe a word from these thugs. Notice the 2 other girls behind her, a halfling and a dwarf, both look at each other. Ignorant masses. Oh, hey. Jean Clanless. Assholes! Oh, they put Clover in this game, weird. And Zara B.E., which I believe is the dwarf. Careful, it's an actual cleric. Thugs! Come on, Modissa. Really? Like any of us aren't just a bunch of ruffians. I've seen enough. Just activists clashing. The A? The A. Yeah, what? The A. Asgalist youth. Oh. See your green armband? Yeah, green everything on her. Hello, everyone. I'm the cleric. Who's me? Oh, the gnome girl who just called the bunch of book burners assholes. I don't think she has art, but she's the one who appears to have, like, white hair and the yellow tunic. They've stolen, she hisses and turns her to bark out, you stole our entire water lane delivery. Oh. I leveled up. Ah, that cleric thing keeps building on to, and, like, getting more and more. I like that the more you do something, the more EXP you get for it. That's cool. Yeah, sure, of an illegal newspaper. There's his voice. Lord Cleric, I assure you, we're doing a city a favor here. I take that back, it's a bunch of LARPers. Damn, hard L, huh? LARPer, an insult to mean someone who's delusional and roleplays themselves into a position of power and importance, based on LARP, meaning live action roleplay. Yeah, that seems like this kid. A lover squirrel. Lord Cleric, I dig it. No, I need to correct something here. I'm not an actual cleric. I am a cleric! I'm sensing conflict here. You're here to uphold the law, right? So arrest these assholes, now! The dwarf grabs her hands and holds her back. Modissa, calm down, please. All right, let's hear both sides. I get. What are you guys voting for in the election? Not the time, Snell says, rubbing his eyes. The Workers' Party, duh. Yeah, the clanless one is the one I called Clover. Sorry there's no art for her, but you know all she said was assholes in reference to the nationalist youths. Same for me. Dwarf raises her hand. Yeah. These stupid boys are obviously voting for the party of Norvik. No, we're not. None of us are. Yeah, fuck that. What? Yeah, no. The silent kid in the back raises his fist in the air. Fuck the establishment! Old nods to Cleric. There are deeper forces at work here. Divine forces. You should vote for me! Oh, you're also voting as Gallist. Same. What? No! What, you're not voting for anything? Indeed! We are not voting at all. Not a bad choice considering this mess. Very political. That's impressive. I'm only... What? I don't engage with democracy. If you don't engage with democracy, the bad guys win. Fair. We, said the blonde kid just showing his three friends, are fighting the evil powers ready to establish a true resistance to anti-human sentiments. Alright, well, there is a weird goblin that's anti-human, but, like, no, shut up. For Earth. Girl with the creased brow sighs loudly. Take my god out your mouth, kid. Interesting sentiment. Try and be... He's a child, so I'm trying to be, you know, diplomatic. Yeah! Okay, explain your side. Okay, fine. Her dwarven friend mutters, Modissa. Friend's trying to keep her from being too brazen. Why? If she's in the right, she should be brazen. Yes! Louder for the clover in the chat. Yes! Ahem. Yeah, no, I'm definitely getting this thing tattooed on me. It's just cool to look at. And he always is right. It's great. We deliver papers for the Asgalian chant. Maybe you've heard of it. It's a pretty big deal. He chuckles. Paper is not terribly popular, but it's known for radical articles and political stances. He draws a sharp breath. We have a busy schedule, and right as we started delivering papers in this water lane, these pieces of shit started following us. Taking papers we've just delivered right out of people's mailboxes. That's illegal, right? Asked the halfling girl. I mean, that's mail fraud. That is highly illegal, actually. Of course it's illegal. And then they grab one of our paper stacks from Zerba, like straight up assault and theft. And Modissa, it wasn't. They can't get away with this. It probably was not that bad. I mean, it probably wasn't, but... That's not an inaccurate account, I'm sure. God, it's already 9 o'clock. I love this game. I cannot believe it's already been 3 hours. It feels like I've been playing this for 45 minutes. Okay, you. What's going on here? First of all, thank you for listening to Reason. This fucking kid. Cool that they made him Aryan. Nice touch. I know we look like some dumb kids, but we're not. Something about his expression makes you think the exact opposite. He gestures towards you and himself. We're on the same team here. I don't look dumb. Forgot that was one of his friends. He says, looking dumb. Ha! Stop stalling and telling me what you're doing here. So, we heard that the Asgal chant, about the Asgal chant being delivered on Tolstad. Or I did, at the guild. I work at the fishery, and I see every day how Earthfolk are radicalized by dwarven nonsense. So I figured I'd get the boys with me and we'd, you know, put a stop to it. You want to put a stop to the reduction of a copper paper? Through violence and terror? We, couldn't figure out where the thing was getting printed or anything. A lot of copper press scenes don't really have official companies behind them. Especially trash like the chant, here coming from the short kid in the back. Go fuck yourself, Tully. Hey, relax, I'm telling our story here to the good Lord Cleric. Buttering me up. Turns back to you and coughs. Ahem. Of course, it's illegal to distribute unlicensed papers in every official district. Is it? So I ask around. Apparently, someone saw these girls in the university going around delivering it. Wasn't that difficult to figure it out? It was Modissa doing all the deliveries. Fucking Modissa! She's not allowed to do that, says a large kid in the back with a nod. They don't like you, do they? They don't like women in general. Oh, never mind. This is Clover. They put Clover in the game. She's right here. This is her. This is her. Except for the whole being brazen thing. I get she's that when, like, there isn't an immediate threat of a large person trying to burn a bunch of books in front of her. In chat, oh, this is just Clover. This is Clover. Back in school, everyone knew who Modissa was. The Asgalist annoyance, the blonde kid says with a grin. Such a terrible nickname, unimaginative and boring. Also, fuck you. Anyway, that's how we got here. They're delivering an illegal magazine, and we've come to put a stop to it. Grins wide and proud. What does the law say about this conflict? Asgal Chant, or whatever silly name its anonymous publisher gave it, is not licensed for distribution in Tolstad. At the time, it's also illegal to steal... At the same time, it's also illegal to steal delivered newspapers from mailboxes. Even the papers are delivered illegally. I'm extra thick lame sauce? Hell yeah, I'm thick. I don't know what the rest of the sentence means. That's a lot of illegality. Both are in the wrong. In different ways, yes. All right, I've come to a conclusion. Good. Great. Good. He's outwardly very nervous. First of all, get to see if you can get these nationalists to back off. Approach the girl with the spectacles to check to see if you can argue against them. Is there a compromise to be found? Find a compromise. Hey, fuck off. Oh, hey. He stares at you, trying to retain his composure. You're frustrated already. You're likely to take it out on both sides if you fail getting them to give back the papers. Beware. And Snell's presence calms me. Hell yeah. Spoke with Rollo's younger brother. Is that the kid in the newspaper stand? I did speak with him. I have advantage and it's 11. That's not terrible. Stare at him. Kid's horrified by your helmed presence. That didn't give me any bonuses? Come on. Do people think you're young because you're a vibe rather than your face? Maybe. Are you seeing yourself in the schoolgirl at university here and going, oh, wait, she's in university, which means she's young? The vibe. Do you have a childish vibe? I wouldn't say so. He flinches. None of this is making it whatever. I have advantage and it's 11. I'm probably fine. Or immature? Not at all. You're quite mature. Puff out your chest! Place a hand on his shoulder. Your gloved hand grabs him firmly and he gives you a freaked out expression. Kid, give back her papers. No. Stay quiet. I'm more mature. Yeah, I'm an idiot playing video games online with a stuffed Snorlax I named Ronflex. Currently bullying fascists in a Final Fantasy, in a D&D-esque game. He glares at you. Give back the papers. He glances away from you. You can see his mind working behind the wide eyes. He slowly nods. Young and dumb updated. That's me. Half of it anyway. The man is shocking it when you tell people your age makes you concerned. You're just so youthful looking. Rollo snatches a stack of papers and tosses them to Modissa. She catches one with an oof, accompanied by a foul expression. Grumbling, the boys leave Waterlane. God's damned. Three girls collect themselves for a second. Shit. Wait, say it sounds sarcastic? Okay, you're ugly and horrible. Better? Yeah, wow, that was scary. Mr. Cleric, thanks. Yeah, thanks a lot. Fuck off and stop delivering them. It's genuinely very illegal. Your cause is good. Keep at it. Will do, and if you want to help out, come to Simi's apartment at the Holes. As long as you're a friend, you'll be welcome. Within a minute, they've disappeared, leaving Waterlane a bit less rowdy than before. I'd say that was the right choice, even if those girls seem shady as well. Now let's get out of here. All right, Snell. I gotta level up out of that. Hold on. How do I level up? Is that leveling up? That is leveling up. Hooray! Most people keep thinking you're 25. Yeah. Nothing like swinging around. Yeah, Snell. Let's go fuck a Sphinx. Oh, you have to give cute ladies when they do things. All right, let's go back to the bartender. See what that's all about, eh? I could buff my wisdom to 10. I probably should, honestly. Strength keeps failing, and that annoys me. But I'll buff my wisdom to 10. Right, and that, tragically, is my time. I cannot believe it has been 3 hours of this. It feels like I just started. Who put match in video games? What? Oh, math. First game that had math? Probably Tetris, right? Like like every combination of 4x4 blocks and they're falling down at faster speeds. You're being facetious, but sure. I'd give it to Tetris. Anyway, now I've been to Waterlands. What should I name this new save file? What do I need to do? There's a thing at midnight. Guy at midnight. Parentheses. Bang. Sphinx. Got it. Got it. Oh, I can't do parentheses. Okay. So it just says guy at midnight, bang, Sphinx. Got it. All right. Great stuff. Love you all. Be good people. See you tomorrow for more of this. Phenomenal game. Loving this game. It is a ton of fun. Genuinely don't know what I'm doing now. I dropped my book off. I met with those guys. Maybe the dwarves are around here from earlier. I have to meet a guy at midnight, and then I gotta find a place to sleep. Also wouldn't mind finding a way to actually flirt with the damn bartender. Doodle pip, and see you all tomorrow.